What is up, you guys? It is Jen. I'm back. You've been asking for me, praying for me, begging me to come back to your airwaves. And so here I am, once again. The Ladies in the Squared Circle podcast is once again a thing, and I know everybody's excited. And so I'm excited. And I'm also really excited to have one of my favorite people with me, Mr. Christopher. What is up, sir?
Hello.
Well, hello.
Nobody's ever called me Christopher. They was like, who the fuck is that?
I'm fancy, okay, bitch? I'm fancy.
Oh, God. What have you been doing today?
Well, my dog died today, so it's kind of sad. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about happy things. It's wrestling. It's the draft. So much craziness is happening in the world of WWE this week, so I want to talk all about it. And I'm just really happy to have you with me. I know we've podcasted together before. I've been involved in multiple podcasts, and I've been wanting to do my own thing again, and everybody's been asking, and like, why don't you do anything anymore? Your podcasts were so much fun, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm just like, why not? Like, why the fuck not? Like, I'm not great with this. I need to learn how to edit a little bit, so this will not be edited. So if there's any, like, fuck-ups, my bad.
I don't think you're going to fuck up.
I don't know how to edit quite yet, but I'm going to learn as I go. But either way, like, I'm really glad to be here doing this again. I'm glad to have you with me.
I'm glad to be here.
What?
I said, and I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here, bitch. But first, before we start anything else, I want to talk about the most important news of the day. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Most important to me.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, am I supposed to announce this, or are you going to say it?
Oh, I will. The goddess, the queen of WWE, the first lady, the love of my life, my idol, my everything, Stephanie Nicole Garcia Colas Bella, has been cleared.
Colas?
Yes.
Is that a middle name, or?
That's her. That's like her mom's last name. So she goes by, like, is her name Stephanie Nicole Garcia Colas Bella? Throwing Bella in there.
Oh. I tried to cheer you up today. I was like, I wanted this Jen.
Great. I love her. I've missed her on TV. I'm so happy that she got cleared. I mean, love Nikki Bella or hate Nikki Bella. You don't want to see anybody, like, have an injury that ruins their whole entire career. So you got to be happy for her, because she's really worked really hard to get back to this. So I'm really happy for her.
I didn't feel like it was going to ruin her career. I think that she was still going to be okay. To be honest.
What was that? What was that? You want to repeat that for me again?
I said I didn't think that it was going to ruin her career.
Whatever.
I think that she would have been really better off.
Nikki's good. Nikki's got other things on her plate. She doesn't really need to wrestle. But
that's what I was about to say. Like, I didn't think that this is going to be that detrimental, to be honest.
It'd be great to throw her on Raw, since we have, like, hardly anyone on Raw.
I want her on SmackDown. That's what I was going to say.
Why?
Because I don't want her on Raw. I just don't. Because she's not going to be able to travel with her boyfriend like everybody else. I want her to go to SmackDown. She can be with him. I want more people on Raw, though. Just not her. I want more of the new girls on Raw, actually. Like, I would have loved that they would have put Alexa on Raw instead of SmackDown. I was like, why the fuck did
You know what, though? Okay, let's just obviously, we're going to talk about the draft. Like, the draft's the big news of the week. Mm-hmm. And before we even get into the whole thing of the draft, I want to talk about the women. Because I feel like, as far as the draft goes, I feel like Raw has a really strong male roster, but I feel like the female roster on SmackDown minus Eva Marie is fucking killer.
Yeah, it's exactly that. I'm very confused about that, though.
I am too.
Because I'm just like, what are they gonna fight for? Like, they need to clarify some things. Like, is that belt gonna be shared? That's probably gonna be the case. Are they gonna make another one that's going to be doing a lot, but it might happen? Like, what is going on with that? Let me look at the roster. My thing is,
like, of all the people that they drafted, and this is not to shit on her because I really like her as a person, but I don't feel like Nia Jax was ready to be drafted. So for them to throw her on Raw is just so random to me.
You know what, though? The most random thing to me, personally, is why the fuck didn't they put Carmella on Raw with her tag team?
That is what's been bugging me since Tuesday, because I feel like they don't need her, but I feel like as great
she needs them.
She's improved in the ring a lot since they left.
She has,
and come into her own, but I feel like she needs them.
She does need them, and she won't need them that long, especially if she gets on this main roster and has a presence with them, because they're gonna get behind her just for being with them. She needs them desperately.
I'm just excited to see Alexa Bliss. I'm so happy for her. I love her. I've loved her for even before she debuted on TV. She's such a wonderful person, and she's so sweet, and she works so hard. So it makes me really happy. She's going to kill it. Kill it. She's going to be a huge star.
She is, but my thing is, like, who is she gonna, I don't know. I feel like SmackDown failed. I want them to escape this boring stigma. They didn't grab any real they didn't get any names.
I thought they were trying to make SmackDown into a big show, and instead it feels like a SmackDown.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, on paper, Randy Orton and John Cena have several world titles back then, but nobody gives a fuck about them anymore. I think what they should have did with this whole thing, they should have put Roman on Raw or him on SmackDown and Seth on the other show. You know what I mean? And Charlotte on one show and Sasha on one show. So you have that it factor on each brand. You have all the good people on Raw, in my opinion. True, you do have American Alpha and Alexa Bliss and, like, AJ Styles, yeah, but that's it. Becky's good. Natalia has, I don't know. But that's happening. It's something missing from SmackDown.
It's a lot to see.
And I can't put my finger on what it is. I just don't feel like people are going to watch.
SmackDown has too many B-plus players.
Right. It's just, I don't know. It's exactly that in the women's division, especially like Becky and Natalia, who are great and have the most experience out of everybody, actually. But it's just, ugh.
The fact that they followed the SmackDown draft of American Alpha with the Big Show on Raw literally killed me.
It was so many people who, why is it that, something stupid happened and it pissed me off with the draft. Oh, 2 number 1 contenders. Fuck. What's the guy's name? Darren Young and what's the other one contending? Zack Ryder. They don't get like picked until like the dead end of the draft on the network. They weren't even in anybody's top. Nothing made sense. I'm trying to remember who else got picked really late, who they have a focal point on right now. I'm trying to pull up the roster so I don't...
Paige, which shocked me. I feel like they should have had all the NXT picks on the main show.
Yeah. Because that's what I was only watching for, to be honest.
Me too, honestly. And a lot of people are pissed that they didn't draft Bayley, but I'm not. And this is why. Like, they've taken some of the most popular women from NXT and put them on the main roster. The NXT women's roster right now, minus Bayley and, like, Asuka is really dead.
You know what? I'm not mad about them not drafting Bayley because you never know what Sunday may hold.
Exactly. There's that.
She doesn't deserve... I'm not trying to make...
They have to keep some stars on NXT. They're moving everybody up.
Right. She's going to be a tweener. We know that. But I'm not trying to make her bigger than life or put anybody down. But some people deserve a better introduction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she's bigger and better than that. I'm sorry to just say it like that, but it's true. Like, she needs to debut either when Sasha Banks needs a partner or when Sasha Banks needs a fucking opponent. And I'm just going to be straight up about that. I want her to win the title at SummerSlam. And I want her and Bayley to have some type of segment or some type of showdown where Bayley debuts the next night on Raw. Because, that's the same arena that Bayley beat her in last year for the title.
Oh, I would give my life.
That would be everything and some. I just feel like it needs to be more special. Not just some, number 3 draft pick. I thought it was hot how Charlotte got to be number 2, though.
I thought it was hot that Finn Balor was number 3.
That was nice. That was
nice. I love him.
And then they threw... Oh, I know what pissed me off about the draft. Did you see they split up the Wyatt family?
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But they kept my boys the New Day together, and that makes me happy.
That pissed me off.
No, it did.
I was like, ugh. But I think
I don't know how I feel about the New Day. They're like my favorite.
They took
I'm
the
also
club.
really happy they were at Comic-Con today and they announced the release of the Booty O's cereal.
Oh, that's really a thing?
Yes, it is really a thing.
I wasn't holding my breath for that because I'm still waiting on CM Punk's ice cream bars.
It's really a thing. I'm pretty excited about it too. I will buy.
Oh, so they're probably not breaking them up. They're very marketable now.
I can see me in the morning. What you doing? I mean, eating my breakfast time. Booty O's.
Oh, what was I about to say to you? They basically set up Finn Balor's Balor Club, though. Did you see they took the club away from AJ?
Exactly.
So that's going to be hot. I wonder if they're going to make him I think they're probably going to have him a part of the Cruiserweight division first and make him work his way up as the year progresses.
Which I think would be fair, honestly.
I bet him and Adrian Neville are going to have some fucking wars over that belt that we don't know if exists yet.
Speaking of Neville, okay. We know that Neville's always kind of look like part of, like, he should be on Lord of the Rings. But I don't know if... Some people grow some facial hair, and I swear to God, they get hot as fuck. Like, it took me a second. I'm like, who's that hot dude? That's Neville. What?
I saw him, and I was like, oh, he's okay. And then I saw his ears, and I'm like, oh, God. His ears are so
You know what? I could overlook the ears, because Neville got fine as shit.
I think some people are only cute with ponytails, though, and he's one of those people.
I'm not really into long hair, typically, but it's the facial hair. Facial hair in a man does it for me.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cuter than he was there.
Yeah, like I'd let him hit it a couple times.
I don't feel like he knows like what he's doing now. It's certain people I feel like have like really whack dick on the roster. Like Sami Zayn, I feel like is not good at sex.
I don't know. The ones that look always the nerdy, awkward looking ones are always the best ones. I swear to God.
I don't have experience with that, so I'm just gonna take your word.
The nerdy, awkward ones that don't look like they'd be like super good at it are always the best.
You think Xavier
the ones that are
Woods
really
would be
hot aren't as good.
You think Xavier Woods would be good?
I don't know.
I
don't know. He's got that like hip game going. Who knows?
I'm just thinking about. Oh God. Like, I was just thinking about like Aiden English, like bending someone over, like fucking That's gross. But speaking of which, you think they're gonna get a belt?
Let's talk about the fact that Paige and Del Rio are on different brands, and Paige deleted all of her pictures of Alberto Del Rio.
Broke that ass up real quick. I hope this is fake.
It's so gross. I really want it to be over. It's really gross.
It's over, apparently.
I have never seen a thirstier person in my life, and I can be thirsty. I'm not even gonna lie. But
did you see her hashtag though?
The what?
Her hashtag. Somebody was like, hashtag Paige deserves better. And then that's when it kind of started. Like, after that happened, I noticed like an hour later, all her shit was deleted. Well, all her pictures with him were deleted. And then her fans got in there invading her profile. I mean, her picture saying, you should be with Seth Rollins next. And they started standing. And I even saw some...
Fans are stupid.
Paige is a fucking idiot. Like a real idiot. Maybe he's gonna go back home to his wife. That he never divorced.
Yeah, they never said like if they ever split or not.
Apparently they didn't. They're probably happy now. You have this little whore involved.
Maybe they have one of those open marriages.
Well, I hope his wife is closing that shit down because it's over. They're not gonna be able to travel on the same route on 2 different shows. I hope that they put Emma and Zach on the same show. I don't want them to break up. I think they're cute.
They're such a cute couple.
But
the fact that Mojo Rawley got called up from NXT is disgusting.
Oh my God! You know what I was thinking when that happened? Where is Blake and Murphy? I don't fuck with them, but I do. I'm really confused. Like they're not doing much of anything. That's what I'm saying. I don't fuck with them without Alexa Bliss. That's what I meant to say.
They needed Alexa Bliss. And when they slipped from Alexa Bliss, it was just like, womp, womp, womp.
Because I was thinking, like, who could have been called up other than him? Hell, at least they've been champion. Like, why did he get called up? That basically ensured to me that Zack Ryder was not beating Rusev on Sunday. And that they're probably going to make them a tag team on the main roster.
If they make it the Hype Bros a thing on SmackDown, I quit it.
You know that people are going to get behind them. Watch. Just watch. Nobody cares about Mojo Rawley, but he's going to be such a fuck up. And he's going to make Zack Ryder look good. He's so bad that he'll be babyface. I just feel it in my heart. I know he'll be a babyface because he's so terrible and clumsy and just fucking awful. You know who got called back up, though, today?
Ew.
Kurt Hawkins, speaking of Zack Ryder.
Really?
Yes.
When did this happen? I haven't really been... I've been kind of distracted today, so I didn't even know.
Girl, I get tea. I get tea sometimes.
You don't get as good a tea as me, though.
I know. That's why I was happy. Like, sometimes I get some things. It's him and somebody else. frick?
I'm gonna Google this right now while we're talking.
Him.
Oh, I see. It's Hawkins has been called back up, and to 2. I'm gonna see the other one is.
Oh my god, who was it?
Rhino.
Yeah, somebody irrelevant. Why is Rhino? Why?
I like Rhino.
I like Rhino too, but Rhino's so big now. I don't know what happened. And it's not like a fat thing. You ever see like a pit bull that's just wide bodied?
I just kind of love that. Like, I'm reading like this article about it, and the only comment is somebody saying, "But why?"
That's what I was saying. Like, why Kurt Hawkins? Like, what made them ring his buzzer?
I know.
Come in and like interfere.
They're both supposed to be on SmackDown apparently, which is where they should be.
No, they shouldn't, because SmackDown needs to be better.
I think they already fucked that up.
I think they need to like. Okay, well, here's the question: who would you bring in to save SmackDown?
Kurt Angle.
That's the only person I was thinking of too.
Kurt Angle and American Alpha together would slay.
I'm talking about as like a main eventer, because that's what they're missing. They missing like a key point player or some shit.
There's a lot of people I'd like to see back. I'd like to see Shelton Benjamin back. I'd like to see Brian Kendrick back.
He's coming back. You know that though.
TNA come back to WWE.
Oh, you like Bobby?
I do. I love Bobby Lashley.
You know what though? What I thought was gonna happen that could save the draft. You know, like at the end of the night after Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose's match, SmackDown had already officially been weak as fuck to me. And I wanted them to get on the microphone and be like, oh, and the last person for, you know, SmackDown's final pick, I wanted Daniel Bryan to rip his shirt off and have a SmackDown shirt on. I wanted it to be him so bad.
Unfortunately, that just can't happen.
It can't happen.
It can't. It's sad, but at least we're going to get him on TV. I'm excited.
I mean, I'm not a big fan, but I was just thinking, like, who could save them? The only person, I can't even think of anybody other than him, Kurt Angle, or freaking CM Punk that'll make people watch this show.
CM Punk's never gonna happen again, and I'm okay with that. He's a douche.
You don't think so?
No, never.
I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, but I could definitely see it happening. It's always people who you swear to God would never come back. Like, you never know, honestly.
Apparently, somebody named Tucker Knight from NXT got married. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Who the fuck is Tucker Knight?
There's so many people from NXT I'm always hearing about, and I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Speaking of NXT, did you watch it? Did you see Patrick from Tough Enough fight Austin?
I haven't watched it yet. He was on tonight?
He was on. He fought Austin Aries.
Last night?
Last night, I'm sorry, yeah. He had a match with Austin Aries. He lost, of course, but he did some cute little moves or whatever.
I want to check it out. I just haven't had the chance to watch that or the Cruiserweight Classic, and the Cruiserweight Classic slays, so I really need to watch it.
I didn't finish the Cruiserweight Classic because networks are acting weird. I don't know why it likes to freeze up when stuff is live.
Mine was fine during the draft, but when I try to watch it on my laptop, I have a lot of problems.
Yeah, I can't watch it on a laptop at all. I have to watch it on my PlayStation. Have to. But
my kid was playing Call of Duty, so I couldn't watch it on my PlayStation. And I started trying to watch it on my laptop, and I was having really, really bad problems with AT&T staying connected yesterday, so I just said, fuck it. So my kid's gone for the night, so I'll probably watch it tonight before I go to sleep, if I last very long, because I'm freaking tired. So I don't know. Who knows?
I might just sleep. Call of Duty.
But yeah, so the draft was weak. NXT's kind of weak right now. I'm ready for Monday to see what's going to be happening with all these, with the draft and everything. And then, like, Finn Balor being called up has me really excited.
I wonder who the next it girl is on NXT, though. Because this is the one, this is the perfect and only time that they can have to build these damn girls up, which they've been, like, basically neglected to do the last year.
I don't know, because I care about literally none of them except for Asuka and Bayley.
I don't know any of them.
Me either.
Well, I know their names, but
I don't even know some of their names. I just found out who Peyton Royce was like 2 days ago.
Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Liv Morgan, Aaliyah, Mandy Rose, and
I like to pretend that Mandy Rose doesn't exist.
I don't feature her.
Fucking hate that bitch.
I watched her and Alexa Bliss have the worst match I've ever seen in my entire life. It was at WWE Access.
When NXT comes here in August, if she's there, I'm going to boo so hard.
Why?
I fucking hate her. She's awful.
I wouldn't even boo her. I just wouldn't look. I would
so
just pay her so much dust. She is so whack. It was like
So
her and
gross.
she made Alexa Bliss look bad. And I'm not saying Alexa Bliss is just like fucking Medusa or anything, but god damn.
Alexa Bliss is good though. She's real good. She's gonna be a huge star.
Oh, she is.
She's got so
wonderful.
much charisma, and she's so beautiful, and she's so good in the ring.
She can work a microphone too.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, I was thinking about that yesterday when I looked at SmackDown. She's the only girl who can actually talk. Becky can talk, but for whatever reason, people don't
like Tamina and like Heath Slater.
Like
who else didn't get drafted?
Tamina's injured though.
Oh, that's right. I forget. But like Heath Slater didn't get drafted.
Heath Slater is booked for some indie shows too, girl.
No shit.
No shit.
The way that they ended that shit was so fucking shady.
It was so funny.
I got my life.
They turned the light off.
It was so funny.
So if he's like gone, at least he left on good terms, I feel like. He let them fucking humiliate him.
But I genuinely like Heath Slater. I hate to see him go, honestly.
I'm not gonna notice. No shade. That was shady,
I don't think he's great by any means, but I think he's really entertaining.
Yeah, who knows? I wonder what happens with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel now. Primarily just Bo Dallas, because they could have fired fucking Curtis like 2 months ago.
That fucking waste of space.
They should.
I love some Bo Dallas though.
I like Bo Dallas actually.
If he's in the ring with the right person, he can really go. Him and Neville have had some great matches.
I had no problem with his Bolieve thing, honestly.
That shit was hilarious. I loved it. It was so funny.
I did not like him, to be honest. I don't know.
His body freaks me out.
He's not the only one with the ugly body. Thank you for Baron Corbin. I know.
Baron Corbin's stomach.
Don't. You ruined that for me.
So gross. It looks like he had a C-section.
I did not know until you showed me him. Ugh.
I told you, it's gross.
He does look like
Speaking of things that are gross, so Simon Gotch and Sin Cara, who's actually Hunico, had it out backstage. I have a little tea on it, but I'm not going to go into all the details because I'm just not. But they had it out, they had words, and basically Sin Cara beat the shit out of Simon Gotch. And Simon Gotch deserved it because he's a douche. So I have no sympathy.
Just throwing this out there.
Really
if I worked there,
they would fight like on draft night. You know, WWE built this up into this big, huge event, and then like you're gonna have your quote unquote superstars, and that's really like pushing that turn a little bit. But have your superstars fighting and catering. I mean, come on.
Truth be told, it's gonna be really shady. I bet you any amount of money that damn fight was more entertaining than the draft, though.
Probably, because that draft was boring as fuck.
The draft was
and there were not any entertaining matches throughout that show either.
Oh, you know what was entertaining though? Did you see Becky Lynch whoop Natalia's ass?
Yes, my queen.
She
Becky's
beat
everything.
the shit out of Natalia. It wasn't even like, I don't know. Like I can't even put it into words. It was like they came from commercial. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I thought Bad Girls Club was like, what the hell?
Yeah, like I left the room during the commercials. I was cleaning my house while I was watching the draft. I don't know.
Okay, Ivory.
My living room. So I'm cleaning and there's a commercial and I leave the room and all of a sudden I hear this like ruckus on my TV and I'm just like, when the fuck did this happen? Like,
you sound
there was
like
literally just a commercial on like 2 seconds ago.
You sound like Ivory. She's like, oh, Triple H is cutting the promo. I'm gonna vacuum my floor.
Dude, seriously, during the draft, whenever a match started, I'm like, oh, time to clean some shit. Because there were no entertaining matches for me. I feel like they could have, instead of having 18 hours of draft, they could have just cut out all those matches and drafted everybody on SmackDown and let it be that.
You know what, though? I was thinking that they should have had this as a special on the network, period. The draft.
They wanted the ratings, though, on
But if they were going to do it on TV, it should have been done on Raw, and it should have been the Raw after Battleground. At least it would have been on
they really should have done this after Battleground.
Right, on the 3-hour show. And if you're going to have SmackDown look brand new next week, okay, fine, beautiful. Like, they should have done this with more... It seems like it was done last minute or some shit. It was just... Ugh. It was bad, whatever. And I hope next week that something happens that, you know, really matters. Because this shit was horrible. And I don't know whether it was me reading the dirt sheets all these months. Like, I had very high hopes for this, though. Like, I was thinking, oh, this person's about to come back. Oh, we're going to be presented championships. you know, and none of that happened at all.
It was a mess of a show. And if you watch the pre-show like I did, that show was 4 hours long. So you know what? The real MVPs are the people doing all the shit, like the backstage stuff, all the stuff for the pre-show and the post-show and all that, because they had to sit there for 4 fucking hours.
Mm-mm.
Yet Renee Young and Lita looked flawless for that long-ass 4 hours.
I don't know if this is just me. Is Lita finer now than she was when she was in WWE?
Yes, Lita's fucking
okay, because I thought it was on her and it felt that way.
Lita's always been fine, but right now...
Yeah, she was never... well, when she got with Edge, like, towards the end, like, right before she retired, she got kind of fat. But I never thought that Lita was ugly. But, like, now she's, like, really fine. And she has good Botox, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, you can tell she's had a little bit done, but it's not enough to where it looks fake.
Right. Speaking of gaining weight, do you think Charlotte's gotten fat, too, or is it just me?
No, not at all. I think she's put on more muscle.
It's like her trunks don't even fit. It's like she has a muffin top now.
I don't really notice that. I don't think so.
You
know what? I am the queen of muffin tops, so I'm not going to shit on somebody's muffin top, sir.
Oh, well.
No, ma'am. Not doing it.
It's hard for me because I was watching her all year.
I'm not going to body shame a bitch, because I got no fucking room to talk. My fat ass.
Whatever. You're not a champion, though, Jennifer. Like,
bitch, I am a champion.
Not like that. You're not like the champion who was like all 8-pack last year, and we have high expectations for you to be this muscular powerhouse.
I don't know. So I'm not watching like the Republican National Convention because like I have half a brain, but I don't know if it was like senators or delegates or what it was from different states. I just heard a clip, and one of the guys from like Connecticut was like, and they're talking about their states, and he's like, and what did he say? He was like, and we're the home of the WWE, where the men are men and the women are champions. I'm like, bitch, shut up.
What?
What's the most retarded ass shit?
She's not horrifically fat, but she does like she's on birth control or some shit. You know how people put on weight when they...
birth control make you put on some weight though.
She
like
looks
I got
like
a birth
she's on
control,
birth
I've limped
control.
up quick.
Yeah, and I have friends, and I'm like, damn, what happened to you? Ugh. And I don't know whether... And then she looks big already now, because she's next to Dana Brooke, who's practically a midget next to her. She's like a fucking giant. And then her and Sasha's match was so boring. They had a cute finish, and thankfully, old girl didn't botch, though. Shockingly. This is going to be unpopular, but I think Dana Brooke looks better with a ponytail.
I think Dana Brooke looks gross no matter what.
I don't think she looked cute on SmackDown, but on Raw she looked better in that attire with the ponytail. And Natalya did her makeup. Maybe that helped.
With that face, though.
Natalya really made her look better, Jen. I swear to God. I looked on Instagram and I was baffled. I was like, oh.
Her Instagram makes me want to throw up.
I've never been on her Instagram. I was on Natalya's Instagram. Just lurking, because I wanted to see if TJ had any birthday pictures, because his birthday was like last week or anything.
I miss TJ.
He should be there right now for that cruiserweight thing too. That could be a good thing for him.
It's looking like his career is done though. His neck is shot.
How long has he been out? Has it been a year yet? Or more than a year?
It's been over a year. He fucked up his neck bad.
That sucks.
Just blame Samoa Joe for that.
Okay, Brett.
I'm sorry. I'm still mad about it. I thought that TJ Wilson had improved so much and was doing so great and was like killing it with Cesaro, and then this happened, and it really makes me disappointed because his career was finally like really taken off. It sucks.
That's unfortunate. I like Samoa.
If you want to call me Brett, call me Brett, because Bret Hart is the shit.
I like Bret Hart too, honestly.
And he may talk a lot of shit, but he always speaks truth, so I'll take that.
I like people who talk a lot of shit. He really doesn't give a fuck. He talks shit with no repercussion too.
I love it.
He literally says what's on his mind, and I can't help but admire it.
Let's talk about, have you heard the news, the Paul Heyman stuff that's being reported by like Wrestling Observer News, and a lot of different places are reporting it. Apparently that they're
done. And
they're having a hard time getting an agreement with his contract. Did you notice that he wasn't drafted with Brock Lesnar either?
True.
I feel like Brock Lesnar really needs Paul Heyman though.
I don't think so at this point. At this point, no. Because he doesn't even have to say shit at this point, though.
I don't even get why they even bother drafting Brock Lesnar. He's never fucking there.
Yeah, that pissed me off. And he was a top pick. Like, what the fuck? Then he was on Raw. Like, why wouldn't they put him on SmackDown? Ugh.
No.
So fucking stupid. Especially if people actually like him for whatever reason. I've never understood things.
Apparently, Jinder Mahal is also being considered for a possible return.
Who?
Jinder Mahal, remember?
Who?
Exactly.
I know who it is, but it's just like,
It's
who?
kind of fine, though.
I know who that is.
It's kind of fine.
He was in 3MB. I don't think that them bringing back meaningless leftovers is gonna change anything or help anything. It's just like,
fine.
why?
I'm cool with him coming back so I can look at him.
I don't understand why. Like, why him?
I don't know. I'm like, who's gonna come back next? Like fucking JTG?
Bitch, if they call back Eugene, I would be more satisfied. Who the fuck cares about Jinder Mahal? Why him? Like, what archive did y'all dig through to even find his name? Ugh. So fucking
And there's
stupid.
like so many people I'd like to see. Chris Masters, MVP, Carlito, John Morrison. Like, so many people I'd like to see back.
John Morrison seems to be pretty occupied.
Yeah.
Carlito, yeah. Chris Masters, if he stays off the drugs.
I mean, I would have personally rather than like bring back Oksana than call up Eva Marie, though.
That's what I was about to say. A woman who could come back, though.
Whatever happened to Oksana?
I was never into her, so I don't know. And that was that point where I stopped watching wrestling because I was so done.
I didn't think she was a great wrestler, but she was fine as fuck, though.
I didn't even think she was... She looks like a overcooked Trish Stratus to me when she had blonde hair. When I saw her, she had blonde hair and she was with Goldust. She was still like NXT or some shit. I had stopped watching wrestling for a year or two, and then I came back and AJ Lee was like that bitch, and I had got attached again. I was like, oh, who is this? I was wondering that too, though. Like, what about the women? Especially on Raw. They need another girl. I don't know why I want Michelle McCool to wrestle again.
She's so skinny, though, they'd break her in half.
She's not the only one. She's thicker than Summer Rae.
She's so skinny on an unhealthy level.
Is she?
Yeah.
I thought she looked good at the
like
Hall of
bones.
Fame. But she was kind of covered up. Let me look at her.
She's bones.
She's smaller than Summer Rae?
Oh, yeah, way smaller. Summer's not bones, though.
She's not that skinny. I'm looking at her. She's not that skinny.
Yes, she is.
She looks exactly the same.
No, she doesn't. She just gotten skinnier.
No.
You open your fucking eyes.
No, like, she's in a training bra and her nipples are kind of out, too. She has, like, a six-pack and shit. Okay. She looks pretty same to me. They have a baby?
That is still the weirdest couple to me.
Wait, they have children?
I never got it.
How old is their kid? When did she have a child?
I don't know. She had a child for a while.
Is it the Undertaker's?
Yeah.
Ugh. That's fucking gross. Oh, she's 3. Okay. Ugh. Speaking of unhealthy couples, why has Beth Phoenix just had Edge's second child? That bothers me.
Why? They're adorable together.
I do not find them adorable at all. I don't know why I want... You know, I'm such an Edgehead. I want him to be with Lita and shit. I don't care.
It's just not meant to be.
Whatever. I don't know. That bothers... She's so buff. Like, every time... I can't even see them having sex. Like, who's on top?
That kind of makes me remember, like, think of like China and Triple H having sex.
Nah, at least they're both buff. Edge had a nice physique, but Edge was never just ripped like her. Like, ugh.
Maybe Edge is the top and Edge is the bottom and she's the top.
I could see it, honestly.
Maybe he's into pegging. I don't know.
I could see that too for some reason. It's just... I could just see her, like, pegging the shit at him, doing that glamazon pose.
I don't know. I hear a lot of rumors about how a lot of wrestlers are on the DL, so who knows?
Yeah, shade.
I don't have names, but I've heard things.
Oh, I was gonna say, we'll talk later. Because I have a few guesses.
Oh, I do too.
Ugh. Oh my god. I don't know. They just need a savior. I know Sasha Banks is the it girl, but god damn, Raw is gonna be pretty whack. Like, what are they gonna do with Nia Jax right now?
I don't know, but she needs so much more work. Maybe this will be good for her. I don't know. We'll see.
Nah. I don't think it'll be good for her because people said that about Dana Brooke, and that's still really bad.
I'm really excited that Mick Foley is the GM, though.
I have predictions about that.
Buddy. I love him. I'm really excited about it.
It's like we know Mick Foley's super babyface, and him and Stephanie are going to clash, and she's going to replace him with her damn husband.
I mean, knowing Mick like I do, I don't think this is going to be some long-term thing.
We all know it's not.
But I'm cool with it now, and I'm just happy that I get to see fucking Big Daddy Shane every fucking Tuesday night.
I heard that they're about to write him off TV, actually.
Shush. Don't even speak that into existence.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think Daniel Bryan could hold it down a
lot. Yeah, but I love me some Shane. He is fine as shit.
I just don't understand why they chose Mick Foley. I have no problem with Mick Foley, but why Mick Foley? Like, why? I guess because he has a show coming up. Perfect promotion, sure.
It is good promotion, and I mean, remember the Commissioner Foley days were some of my favorite days in wrestling. I thought that was such a great. That was
cool.
I'd love to have them bring something similar to that back.
Yeah, he's always been really good at that. Even when he was on TNA and he was their general manager, it was good still then. You've never watched
Mick Foley makes good TV, period.
He does. I was just wondering, like, why him? Oh, but speaking of Mick Foley, I was looking at him during the draft, and I was like, why the fuck is his hair parted like that? He looked like Captain Lou Albino like that. Albino. How the fuck you say it? Albino. I'm young, Jen. Oh, my God.
Captain Lou Albino.
I only see him in Cyndi Lauper videos. Whatever.
You need to get with the program.
Whatever. I'm just wondering what's going to happen. Like, what's next for Finn Balor? I don't like Eva Marie, but I was wondering, like, why wouldn't they have her and Nia Jax together, seeing that they would be, like, some type of package deal?
Who knows? I'm not happy about Eva, but it is what it is.
It's scary to me. Like, it's frightening to think that Natalya is going to be jobbing out the fucking Eva Marie.
It's gross.
It's frightening. I just know she's going to fuck up. And I know you said something about you not wanting anybody to get hurt earlier, but I just know she's going to get injured.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't want it. You know, I'm not trying to speak it on her. I just see flashes of Candice Michelle breaking her collarbone every time I see Eva Marie do that damn sliced bread. I just know she's going to get hurt.
Every time I see her do it, I'm, like, flinching and waiting.
She does it so slow, though.
She really does.
Brian Kendrick coming back, he's automatically a heel. He trained that bitch. He is.
He's the biggest heel in the business because he's the one that thrust Eva Marie upon us.
Oh my God. Why did she say in an interview that they asked her who did she look up to, like, as far as wrestling? And that bitch said Tajiri. She said Yoshihiro Tajiri.
I was like, bitch, what?
Yoshihiro? Bitch. Where did she...
Because you know, like, somebody fed that shit to her. She don't know who the fuck that is.
She probably, like, out of all the people.
She's just like, let me think of Asian guys because that sounds better.
Speaking of him, he killed it last night in the Cruiserweight Classic, by the way.
Don't ruin it. I haven't seen it yet.
I didn't tell you the outcome of the match, but he showed out.
Like, I'm purposely not reading spoilers for that because I'm really into it.
Oh, my God. I wonder those shoot matches. Some of them have to be.
Is this week the match with Brian Kendrick?
Kendrick is next week.
Okay, good.
Tajiri was this week.
He's still so good.
Which one? Well,
Brian Kendrick. He got his ass beat at the last Wildcat show he was at, though. Like, beat the fuck down.
That's awful.
It was entertaining to watch.
Oh, well, hey, it was a really good show last night. From the most part, I only saw the first two shows, like I said, and I can't wait to finish because I just reminded myself that I did not finish.
This was the second show, right?
This is the second one, yeah.
I didn't think I missed one.
No.
My days are just kind of meshing together. I never know what day it is anymore. Like, I totally forgot that was on yesterday. And I feel like between Raw and the 8,000 hours on Tuesday, I'm just so burnt out on wrestling.
I don't know. I was thinking about that today, like, because typically this is the day I watch SmackDown. I'm like, my week is going to be so boring after Monday and Tuesday.
It's just too much wrestling in a row.
In a row, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boom.
Because you've got 3 hours of Raw, now you've got 2 hours of SmackDown, followed by 2 hours with NXT and Cruiserweight Classic. I'm just like, fuck, I'm done. It's too much. They should have spaced this out. I'm sorry.
They should have, but I'm living, eating, and breathing this shit. I'm loving it.
It's just too much.
I miss them. I don't know, I just want more. It's so incomplete. We got a pay-per-view Sunday, too.
I know, I have to work, but I'll catch it when I get off.
I'm just so curious as to what's going to happen. Who's going to be this girl's partner? Who's going to be the WWE champion? I can't think of anything else important that's going to happen. I don't care about John Cena and Enzo and Cass in that whole situation with the club. I could care less. It'd be dope if Finn Balor interferes or some shit, though.
That'd be great.
That would be cute. But, I don't know. I'm not invested in anything else. I'm just ready for more call-ups and more tea.
I'm just interested in what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen when, like, Nikki comes back and shit. Like, where she's gonna be put, how this is gonna happen.
Well, when is she supposed to... We don't even know if she's coming back.
I don't know. She just posted, got good on her Instagram, like, got good news from the doctor. And then she's like, and now, and there's pictures in the Performance Center.
I saw that. Ugh, I just don't want that.
I'm just really excited. I really missed her.
I wish they would have leveled these rosters out, though. Cause
what?
I want them to level those rosters out.
Yeah.
As far as women. Because I don't know. I just don't see it. What is Naomi supposed to be doing? Because that bitch said she was coming back with a whole new look. And I'm like, again? She changes attire so much. I hope they do something with her this time. But I can't even see them doing anything with her. She's on SmackDown. Like, what are they going to be doing on SmackDown?
I'm curious. I'm anxious to see. Because I feel like they have such a strong women's division on SmackDown. I can't wait for it.
They have a strong women's division on SmackDown. None of them are over, if you think about it.
True.
Becky's over, but she's not like, you know.
Maybe this will give Becky more of a chance to shine, now that she'll be out of Sasha and Charlotte's shadow, because she's so good.
But that leaves, oh girl, what if they put Bayley there?
I don't know.
Right.
I feel like they're going to need to put Bayley on Raw just so she can feud with Sasha and or Charlotte.
You think it's too early, though? I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting too much on them. I think that shit might be, like, WrestleMania worthy if they do it correctly.
Oh, for sure. Like, agreed.
If they do that correctly, that could be something special. I don't want them to immediately throw her, you know, that. I do feel like Sasha needs to go over the next time it happens, though. But, not yet. I need Sasha Banks to turn heel again. I don't know how she's going to do it because she's the number one babyface now that she's on a roster full of got Nia Jax, Summer Rae. Why the fuck is Alicia Fox there?
I forgot Alicia Fox wrestled.
Girl, who are you telling?
I legit forgot.
When that bitch got picked, I got mad as fuck. Ugh. Next. And I was just like, okay, you have those two. Summer Rae, Alicia Fox. Summer Rae. What's her name? Sasha Banks. Charlotte and Dana Brooke. You know what I think's going to happen now? I think that Sasha Banks is going to take that belt from Charlotte, of course, at SummerSlam. I think Ric Flair is going to interfere, but I think Charlotte's going to be really pissed off and, you know, beat the hell out of Dana. I think they're going to go into a program, you know, where Charlotte, like, beats her up. But I think Emma's going to return and help Dana, and I think she might go over Charlotte.
Yeah, I kind of miss Emma.
I don't kind of miss her. I do miss Emma. I was wondering, like, could she be the partner? But I don't know how, you know, how safe that is for her yet. I know her surgery is complete, but I heard she's coming back at the end of the year. I don't know. But it's definitely a woman missing on Raw.
It really is.
Definitely.
It's a very lackluster women's roster. And considering the women's champion is on that roster, you would think it'd be a little stronger.
Ugh. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm scared. I just know they're gonna fuck something up with these girls on SmackDown. Because that is the more superior roster if you think about it, though. You do have a lot of strong players. They're just not over yet. And I don't know if they're going to get over. And if so, how? Because they don't have a belt over there. It's like they're just fighting. And, like, I could see if this was back in the day where they could entertain with bra and panties, but we're so much more than that and above that at this point. And none of them are connected with, like, guys, so they can't have, like, that type of storyline. It's just, what are they going to do?
I would love to see Maurice work some matches.
Against who? Because I wanted her to go against Lana, but they split them up.
I wouldn't mind seeing Maurice go against some of these NXT girls.
Like, Alexa Bliss? Or...
Yes.
I wonder how that would go.
I would get my life.
I wonder, can she still go? Like, I know Maurice is still in great shape, but I wonder, is she, like... I don't think that she's opposed to it. She looked like she'd probably be down for it. But, like, I wonder how it would work.
Every time Maurice does that hair flip, I orgasm a little. I live for the Maurice hair flip. It is everything. Even though she kind of looks like she has a wonky eye when she does it. Like, I live for it.
It's never been wonkier than when she returned as the Gooper.
So she's like one eye open, one eye half closed.
When she returned and attacked Melina on Thanksgiving and that bitch was twitching. It was so funny. Who the fuck is that?
Like, every time she does it, I live for it, but she always has, like, wonky eye. Like, she's trying to wink, but doesn't quite know how.
I just want to know what they're gonna do. I wonder, like, I don't know. I think we should all be optimistic, but I was being optimistic going into this draft, and they fucking pissed me off. And I'm also thinking, like, okay, it's not over. We still do have next week. They probably could change the set. They're probably going to change the intro, the music. Everything is supposedly different, according to Mr. Shane McMahon. He claims that he's going to make it completely different.
I need SmackDown to come back. Remember the big fist they used to have?
Yeah, I thought that would be cool, too. But I was thinking, like, even something newer than that. You know, like, that's only going to remind me of the past and how good this used to be.
And it's not even...
It's not remotely close. Like, nostalgia, I think that that's their problem. They like to show us the Attitude Era a lot and promote that, and y'all are never going to go back to that. You're never going to be that damn good again, so stop shoving that down our throats. It's just, ugh.
Yeah, and I watch a lot of Attitude Era, like, wrestling during my free time, and it was so fucking good.
Every time I watch it, it's just like, damn, this shit sucks. It's just, why am I watching this shit? Like, what happened? What happened? Like, for real, I wonder what happened. I have my own opinions, but whatever.
I'm just really happy that Gold and Truth are still together, because I love them. And
I'm not. I wanted that to end. I hate that.
No, I love it.
It's so not, it's not funny. It's just...
Yes, it is.
It is not funny. It's just there and it's happening.
It's great. Shut up.
That's 2 spots that could be given to somebody else.
Don't even try to shit on Goldust. That motherfucker can still fucking go.
I want Goldust to go home, damn it.
Shush.
Like, oh my god, like,
Goldust
why?
is a legend.
He is, and he needs to take his legendary ass home. Him, the Big Show, and Kane need to go home. I appreciate nostalgia, but I don't give a fuck anymore.
And I feel like R-Truth has always been underrated as fuck.
He is very talented in the ring, but...
I love him. I think he's a hilarious character. I think he's so adorable to watch in the ring, and he's really nice, too, which always... When someone's really nice, it always makes me like them a little more.
His
he's like
presentation super perturbs my spirit. He looks so dirty to me. And no, I'm not racist, I'm black. And people think dirty means dark skin for some reason these fucking days. No. He has a fucking eye ring. He looks like he doesn't bathe to me or some shit for some reason.
I can see that. I still love him, though. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
All I know is when I met him, he was really nice and he smelled like cocoa butter. He legit did. He gave me a hug.
That's not what I guess. He looks like he smells like bad Axe.
Like he smells
body
like
spray or some shit.
dumpster juice, as I like
Not
to call
even
it.
that. Like, he looks like he tries to smell popping or some shit, and it just falls short.
He goes to Walmart and buys those, like, imposter fragrances.
I saw him with an icy white cocaine suit on Instagram and a goddamn do-rag, and I was like, no, I can't fuck with R-Truth. I can't take him. I understand
his pasty white-ass wife.
His wife is white?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw he had mixed kids, but I didn't know she was white.
Well, that's usually what happens when you have mixed children.
I realized how fucking stupid that sounded after I said it. It's like, I wonder, like, what did that mean? Like, maybe I thought his wife was Mexican or light skin. I was trying to think of an excuse. Like, oh, that sounds really fucking dumb.
No, she's white as super white, like as white as me.
I've seen his kids. I've never seen his wife though, ever. Actually, I saw him on like a jet with Vince McMahon one time, smiling like he was next to the principal with an apple in hand or some shit. He was so happy to be there. He God,
I love Vince McMahon so much. Can I just tell you? We talked about this before, but Vince McMahon, like circa 2001, that motherfucker was fine as all fucks.
98 for me.
98, between 98 and like 2003. Like, fine as all the fucks.
He was cute until he started making people kiss his ass, and I saw how pasty his ass was.
He could have got, I don't give a fuck, he could have gotten this shit anytime.
I used to think Bret Hart was fine.
I never thought Bret Hart was fine.
I had it, like, I don't know. I used to think Ric Flair was fine too, though, when he was young.
But no.
You don't think Ric Flair was fine in the 80s?
Never.
I
never got the Ric Flair thing. I never even liked Ric Flair as a wrestler, as a character. I just never was a fan.
Oh my god, I love, like, men who talk a lot of shit and have a lot of money. That's kind of my thing. That's his shtick.
I was never a fan of Flair. And a lot of people, when they find out I say I never liked Flair, it's like, oh, what? Like, you think I just, like, talked about their mama? Like, I just never got...
I think Ric Flair is one of the greatest promo cutters. Probably top 3.
I don't know.
Why?
I just never liked him.
You don't like even when he's feuding with Dusty Rhodes?
No, and I love Dusty Rhodes.
He's like, Big Dust! I think Ric Flair used to be fine. I'm not even gonna lie to you. His blonde ass hair, no suits. Ugh.
Calm down.
I don't know. Of course, The Rock.
The Rock's one of those people that started out really awkward looking, and the older he gets, the better looking he gets.
You know what? Even when he was awkward looking, he could still get it all. Oh. I thought Ken Shamrock was fine.
I never liked Kim. I never thought he was fine.
You know, I thought Shawn Michaels was fine too until I listened to shoot interviews and heard how
Shawn
horrible.
Michaels fine as all the fucks. Even now, I would still bone. Even though he's a total fucking asshole, I would still fuck.
Horrible person. You know, he's a horrible person, and he has.
I bet his dick is really small.
You say you heard it is?
I said I bet it is.
Oh, it looks like it is. He has that Maurice eye all the time. What the fuck is wrong with his face? I think. Oh, you know who else I had like this thing for though? Edge was my number one. Until I met Roman Reigns.
Oh, Edge has always been fine.
Like Edge
in person, so much finer too. Oh my god.
I think he's so tall in person.
He was sitting when I met him, so I couldn't tell, but he was so fine.
He is so fine. Fucking dreamy.
And so sweet, and I just wanted to like kidnap him and take. He was the first wrestler I ever met, actually.
Lucky fucking you. He was my favorite wrestler as a child. I had this thing for him, and I first saw him like when I was like in the fucking second grade or some shit, like 2002. This was the WWE. He had that book thing for kids and reading. I saw him in my fucking school library. I was already watching wrestling. I had older cousins and brothers, and he was like on this icy white teeth campaign, and I was like, oh my god, who is this?
Did he help you discover your sexuality?
No, I was very gay by then. Actually, I was ahead in the game. I had already had my make-believe boyfriend in my head, but he did not make things better. I will say that. Then at the time, he was Intercontinental Champion, and you know, I'm like a gold digger, and he had a belt. He was the shit. I used to be attracted to Jeff Hardy, too.
I was attracted to both the Hardys back in the day.
Yeah, Matt Hardy and that white thing
I
in his head.
I wanted to be in a Hardy sandwich so bad.
I'm not going to say that I was attracted to Matt Hardy out loud because I can't even fathom his appearance these days.
Looking like drunk-ass Sweeney Todd.
I don't know what the fuck he looks like. It looks like... it needs to be shot, whatever he looks
That
like.
final deletion shit was hilarious, though.
Oh my god, I heard they're doing more with it. Oh, he was talking shit on Twitter recently though about Bray Wyatt. He came
Him
for
and Bray
him.
were going back and forth. I was
Yeah.
living for it.
I didn't read it all, but what happened exactly? I saw it on the dirt sheet.
He just kind of made comments, basically accusing WWE of stealing, which I kind of get that. And Bray Wyatt was just kind of like, well, I'm the most creative thing to happen in this industry, blah blah blah. And Matt Hardy kind of like gave him like a thinly veiled challenge, pretty much.
Bray Wyatt said he's the most creative thing that ever happened in this industry ever.
No, not ever, but like in this time period, apparently.
Okay.
I mean, if he wants to go with that, that's cool.
I mean, I'm kind of an asshole and I like to argue. And I was trying to think of a way I could debate it, but I to be honest with you, I can't.
I mean, I'm not going to shit on his character. I think it's pretty fucking great.
I was trying to...
Most
it
creative
is.
thing, I wouldn't go that far.
But I can't think of anything that else in the WWE in recent times that has happened, like that.
It's true.
Like, what else has been that creative? Honestly.
Nothing really.
Yeah, so I was trying to argue, but shit, I can't, honestly.
Me either.
And I really want to. I want to get him together so bad for some reason, but I can't.
Matt Hardy's ass is so fucking thirsty for a WWE return there. Let's be fucking real.
You think so?
I think so. I think he would come back if they gave him the right amount of money. He would all his bitching and moaning and shit talking, I think he'd come back in a second if they offered him the right amount of money.
I wonder why he's so pressed.
Well, I mean, if I was married to Ruby Sky, I'd be pressed as fuck too.
I saw her and a lot of people
That bitch
apparently.
is like the Azalea Banks of wrestling.
What does she do to like make people? Because I'm a Azalea fan, so
I know you are.
I don't agree with everything Azalea Banks says, but that bitch is talented. I'm sorry, I get my life to her songs. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I could not tell you one of her songs.
I can tell you all of them actually in order.
I don't fucking know. Ruby Sky doesn't do anything but talk shit.
Where does she talk shit at though? Like on Twitter?
Twitter.
Somewhere. Okay, normal.
She's a Twitter warrior.
She's worse than Sunny. Like she's worse than Sunny.
Well, nobody's worse than Sunny.
I was thinking that was kind of like the Azalea Banks of wrestling. That bitch is horrible.
Yeah, Ruby Sky is the Azalea Banks of Twitter. I think my friend Casey actually said that. But Sunny's pretty fucking close. That fucking ratchet whore.
She's worse than hell. Nobody's worse. Sunny talks about racism. Sunny fakes
Sunny's
cancer.
a literal like worthless piece of shit.
Sunny fakes diseases and shit. Like nobody's
That
worse
shit
than
still pisses me off. I don't even talk about that anymore.
That bitch has a tattoo. I was really trying to figure out, like, does she have cancer for real? Like,
no.
Apparently she does not.
She does not have cancer.
I wonder what's wrong with her. I was hoping that rehab would help her, but girl, she's on Twitter every day trying to get her Skype on. We should call her.
No, I don't want to, ever. She knows who I am. She doesn't like me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I fucking read her for filth on fucking Twitter.
She called in and she's like...
She blocked me. I read her as for filth. Not even sorry. Some people deserve it.
She's enjoying the Skype call and be like, who's the most overstar in Ladies of Squared Circle? Me, Sunny. Spins
So
around.
Why are we talking about that?
Oh yeah, because I was trying to figure out like why does everybody hate Ruby Sky? I know Awesome Kong was like gonna beat her ass or some shit like that. Like why do people hate her so much?
Because she's fucking awful.
Like what did she say? Like when did this shit start?
She just runs her mouth.
Because I was thinking like everybody comes.
She's the one that started talking shit about Bray Wyatt.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Oh. Shocked. Because I saw her and I didn't think she was an ugly lady or anything. And I was like, why does everybody hate this lady so much? What did she do?
She's ugly on the inside.
I was trying to figure out, like, why did Awesome Kong almost try to, pulverize the bitch? Like, what happened? When did he meet her? How did they happen? I've never heard anything good about her, though. Ever.
She's awful.
I can
Just
tell.
take my word for it.
I was like, the seriousness in your voice, like, I can tell.
She's fucking gross.
She's up there with Sunny. She has to be something fucking serious.
Like, I mean, nobody's on Sunny's level of disgusting, but...
I can't think of anybody in the world that's that bad though, for real.
Fucking, the universe had to take China away and leave us with fucking Sunny. It's disgusting.
Ah, that's fucking awful, Jen.
I don't give a fuck. That bitch is fucking
terrible.
Horrible.
At least China was trying to clean up her. At least China's a decent human being, bitch.
Exactly. China was a good human being. Fucking Sunny is disgusting.
To all.
She is the fucking pure evil.
Like, she talks hella shit, and then she'll say some shit like, see you at the next Comic-Con. Like, who's still booking this bitch? I don't understand why they have not stripped her from the Hall of Fame, though.
That blows my mind.
I wonder if they're scared to, like, even acknowledge her, then I want to give her the free promotion. Like, why? They could do it in silence, because they certainly induct people in silence. Cough, cough, Mildred Burke, bitch.
Yes, after you and I talked the other day, I watched the video on Mildred Burke, and I read a lot about her, and she seemed like she was fucking amazing, and got screwed the fuck over.
Oh my god, didn't it just make you want to cry?
She's like a horrible human being. That was the most disappointing video I've ever watched.
Oh, you watched that one too? That made me hate her.
She was awful, and it's so disappointing to me.
Like, when I found out what she did about, like, Luna, I was over it. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, and it makes me mad because they put them over on commentary like such good people. Ugh.
A lot of people in this business are fucking shit, man. It's serious.
I don't know why, but when Jim Ross says something, I like to believe it. He said the Fabulous Moolah was a dear friend of his, and she was a beautiful person on the inside and out. And I was like, oh, Jim, fucking liar. Fucking liar.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, just Google it.
Jobbed out.
Moolah was a shit human being, and it sucks to say that, but she was a
fucking I read something recently that was worse than anything about how she did something to the first black women's champion, not in the WWE, of course, but just period. Her name is Sweet Georgia Brown.
Yes, I know who that is.
And she did her so fucking raw to the point where I almost got on the internet and started saying Black Lives Matter about this shit. It was so bad, shit. It was like, oh my god. She has a son who's alive now, trying to figure out, you know, things like he doesn't even know who his father is. Fabulous Moolah, and some man apparently set this lady up and was taking all her money and mistreating her and pimping her out. Like, all types of horrible shit.
It's crazy, man.
It's fucking terrible. And to think that this is like the first women's champion, I have no problem with them restarting these stats.
She was like the women's champion for like 150 years. Like, seriously.
29 years and 3 months to be exact, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, now we know why.
Yeah, because she fucking tore everybody down. Fucking evil ass. And then she sits there with a straight face during interviews like she was really that bitch.
It's just really disappointing. Like,
I
hate
wonder,
to speak ill of the dead, but it's really disappointing.
Well, I don't know. Some people, I don't want to say deserve, but some people need to be read. I'm sorry. And I hate that they're never going to read her the way that she needs to be read. I just want them to strip her of all her stats and, like, acknowledge that she's a fucking horrible individual. But they're never going to do that. Because apparently she had a great relationship with Vince's father. But that's terrible. And it was like...
Makes me really sad.
Watching Table for Three and hear Medusa and Molly Holly and talk about her like she was a fucking saint really bothers me. It's like, oh, you got to work with Lillian? Oh, fuck Lillian. It's just... Lillian's not a very nice person.
It's just disappointing. At least we still have Mae Young to look up to.
I hope so. I hope they don't say anything
was
bad.
That bitch. Okay,
I
that
hope
bitch.
that they don't say anything bad about Mae Young.
If I hear them say anything about Mae Young, I'm literally gonna break things. Break things.
I will say this: at least Mae Young was down to take a bump at the age of fucking 80 still. So
Mae Young was like 96 years old, still taking bumps. Like, that bitch was the real deal.
Do you remember when she like beat up Lay Cool?
Yes. Didn't she call them? Who was it she called whores? I can't remember. Was it Lay Cool?
I think so. I remember she did that lazy ass roll up the Beth Phoenix one year. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was Lay Cool that she called whores.
I'm not even mad because like you're fucking 80-something years old, still fighting bitches. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you get a pass for doing lazy ass roll ups.
Right.
Most people at your age are walking with a walker, okay? So you get a pass.
They had Mae Young out there taking bumps from the Dudley Boys, but you can't let fucking Daniel Bryan wrestle. Okay.
Will be memorable to me forever and ever. I will never forget my reaction to that.
Every time I think about her, I think about her titties at the Royal Rumble. Every time. It's kill the visual.
Like, she just didn't give any fucks, and I live for her. And her death was I took that very hard.
I wonder how her family felt about that.
And I took Chyna's death really hard.
I was actually recording a show with Jose when that happened. And you can only imagine the reaction because he was like, "You're lying." I'm like, "I swear to God."
I was in bed. I was really tired, and I was in bed, and I was trying to go to sleep. I had to work really early the next day, or actually, no, I had to get up really early for something, like at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm in bed, and I'm in bed, and I can't sleep. I put on social media, and I'm just kind of scrolling through, and all of a sudden, I see this thing on Facebook, and I literally lost my shit.
No.
And I was up all night, reading shit.
It bothered me because she followed me 2 days before it happened or so. She followed me back on Twitter, and it really creeped me out. I was like, "Oh my fucking God!" And I had DM'd her.
She followed me on Twitter forever. We've had DM conversations and stuff. She was absolutely lovely, such a sweetheart.
I had DM'd her, and I didn't get the chance to talk to her. I got to talk to Felix's bitch ass.
The way that motherfucker is using her death for fucking attention makes me absolutely.
I want him to lose. I want them. I don't want them to delete her page because that was hers, but I want him to have no access to it. I don't like when he posts on it. It really bothers me for not for some reason, for obvious reasons. It's really, I don't know. He's so shysty for some. I can't really explain it. He just seems like he has really bad intentions.
I feel like there's no reason to continue to post on someone who's dead's page.
Right, he'd be posting pictures of her and then signing his name. Who the fuck else would it be, bitch?
No one gives a fuck that it's you, motherfucker.
Nobody even knows you.
No one cares who Felix is. No one gives any fucks. I know I fucking don't.
I don't know. He seems like an opportunist. And he doesn't really care. I don't know why. I don't know him or their relationship, obviously. But he just doesn't seem like he has good intentions at all, and probably never did.
Oh, I agree. I'm not happy at all. Every time I see a post, I get madder and madder. Why is this shit even up?
He was posting even when she was
continue to post on a dead woman's Twitter or Facebook account.
And the night of her passing, he was posting because I kept thinking it was fake. No, she's tweeting, but it's his ass. Hell, did he murder her? I heard that it was a mix of prescription pills, actually, which can actually do that. It happened to a family member of mine. But, I don't know. It's a terrible situation.
It's just awful.
It really is. It took the wind out of me, actually, because I thought somebody was trying to make a sick joke. Because I saw something that was whatever year she was born, I can't remember right now, through 2016, I was like, oh, they're trying to make fun of her career about Triple H or, the usual shit. And then it started trending. I was like, oh, no, this is really happening. Then I close my eyes. I wake up and then Prince passed. I'm like, oh, my God, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that Prince thing, Prince is my favorite musician of all time, so that shit, really fucked me up. I cried for days.
I don't really know him. I've never connected with his music. I like a few songs, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really get into him like that until he passed away. Just watch how fucking shady he was and funny. I've seen Purple Rain, of course, but I've never, I know Prince. I don't think nothing's ever gonna hit me harder than Whitney Houston. I think she's like the fucking messiah. The only person that ever hurt me more than that is Aretha Franklin. Everybody hates Aretha, but I fucking love her. I don't give a damn.
How can you fucking hate Aretha Franklin?
You said what?
How can anybody hate Aretha Franklin?
Because she's an asshole. She's like an asshole for real.
That's one of the things that makes her fucking great, though.
That's what makes her funny to me. She's like, oh, Taylor Swift. Oh, she has great gowns. What the fuck, bitch?
Nothing will ever top Mariah Carey talking about J-Lo. I don't know her.
I don't know her. That's what I do to certain people.
Can we talk? Since we're talking about, fabulous divas, okay, I'm going to say this. I am a low-key Kardashian stan.
I cannot
And this is
stand
why.
them. Why? Explain.
This bitch has made money and success out of absolutely fucking nothing. Like, you cannot hate this bitch's hustle. Like,
I don't hate her hustle. I just don't hate how people follow it. Like, it's just like, why do y'all do this?
Like, I'm a closet secret Kardashian stan. I also love Kanye West. I think he's a musical genius. I think he's a little crazy.
Stand him.
But I think musically he's a genius. And I think Taylor Swift is a fucking closet ass snake. I think she is the Regina George of music. and nothing gave me more joy than getting on Snapchat and watching Kim Kardashian Snapchat videos.
I didn't watch those. I like those stuff on like Twitter.
I need Katy Perry to make a statement.
Did they have beef or something?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until like the other day. But somebody was like, Katy Perry tried to warn y'all or some shit they said. What is that?
Apparently the rumor is the song Bad Blood was written about Katy Perry. Because you know Taylor Swift ain't writing no songs unless they about somebody else.
True tea though, I've never heard a Taylor Swift song until this year. No, I'm not even trying to be shady.
Terrible. She does have some songs that I love.
Yeah, I like this song actually. It's on my phone. The fuck. She's like red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you what the fuck is Wildest Dreams. That song is so cute.
Talking about that's Wildest Dreams.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't hate that song. I just think that Taylor Swift is so fucking overrated, and this shit gave me my whole life.
She gets a lot of Grammys that she doesn't deserve. I was looking at Kim Kardashian so sideways. Like, why are y'all even addressing this bitch? Oh God, Sasha Banks.
Because of Kanye's video, and Taylor Swift was all like, "I didn't get permission," and so Kim's like, "Oh, you didn't? Let me show you."
Sasha Banks mystery
Kim
partner
Kardashian
revealed.
came with those fucking receipts, and that gave me my life.
Listen. Sasha Banks mystery partner revealed.
And who's it supposed to be?
WWE might have a trick up sleeve, blah blah blah. Let me scan through this. It's no secret that they're heartbreaking by Bailey, Mr. Vision, Lucas Jaws. What? I don't know. I don't believe that.
Recording, you just like tell people what it is.
They say Oscar.
I wouldn't hate it. It'd be weird and random.
They said they're trying to swerve people.
But I wouldn't hate it.
I don't know.
Like, you know, I love Oscar, so I wouldn't be totally mad.
That would be so fucking ugly. Well, she does have history with Dana Brooke, though, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
It does.
Oh, well, that's going to be interesting. I wish I could have saw her and Charlotte fight each other in Hawaii. No, she fought Natalia, not Charlotte. She ended up fighting Natalia Oscar.
It is dirt sheets, though, so we got to take it with a grain of salt, too.
You know what? Now that they said it, though, I kind of can see that, though.
They've been saying Bailey was going to debut for the last 6 months on dirt sheets. At least 6 months.
They sure had my hopes like real high the other day. They even showed like some chairs in the audience that said hugger section. It's like, oh, this bitch is really coming. So I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at it though. Everybody else is injured, and Bailey is pretty obvious. So I don't know.
It would be a good way to throw a curveball because no one would really expect Asuka.
So would she just be there for the night, or?
I don't know. I mean, she is the women's champion right now in NXT, so I don't know how they would work this.
And they do need Bailey, I guess, on NXT because she is the only woman that we're familiar with.
I'm gonna need Bailey to stay in NXT until after August 6th so I can see her ass.
That's not that long ago.
I know. It's not that long. It's like less than 3 weeks away, I think.
It's like
I don't know.
2 weeks
I'm excited.
away, if I'm not mistaken.
So excited. I feel like Jessie Spano.
Who?
You don't know that? God, you're young. Saved by the Bell. Remember when Jessie took the caffeine pills?
I've never watched your show, Jen.
You've never seen that? It's the most iconic
I've never
episode.
seen the show, period.
It is one of 2 episodes where Saved by the Bell, like, got deep and discussed drug abuse.
No, I've never watched the show. It's one of those shows that's on in the wee hours on TBS that I never watch.
You can watch it and get your life.
It's all on Netflix, too. They had a reunion. Apparently it's a very iconic show. I've just never watched it.
So iconic.
My mother likes it, and I kind of like to do the opposite of the things that she does.
It's so good, though. You're missing out. Seriously.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Ever.
I remember when I was, like, in, like, elementary school and junior high, and, like, coming home from school, like, being so ready to watch Saved by the Bell. I watched it every day. Every day.
No, I've never seen it. I know the characters on it, though.
I've seen every episode. I can quote most of it. I have done so many Saved by the Bell, like, quiz competitions and won because I'm obsessed with that show. I even know all the words to all the songs from when they were in a band.
I think the only thing I can quote is Mean Girls in the first Bring It On. And every episode of Full House. Now I could probably do that. That's something
Did you ever watch Fuller House?
I still have not watched it.
It was great.
Was it?
I
don't know. I
didn't. Tanner wrestling gave me my life.
I didn't like Michelle, like, you know, on the original. I didn't care for her. I did not like her. I just feel like
she's not on Fuller House, and they throw shade at her a couple times.
That's what I was saying. That's how I know. Like, really? I don't even want to watch it though. Like now. Oh, Uncle Jesse can get it too. He's another one of those.
Oh
people.
God, he is so fine.
He looks like a bottom to me though. He's so sweet looking.
So fine.
He is though. I don't mind him with hair.
I don't mind a little hair in a man. Nothing wrong with that.
He does not age. He's just, oh my fucking
God. Not at all. He's so fucking gorgeous.
Chad Michael Murray can get it.
He's still a thing? Wasn't he on that One Tree Hill show? I never watched that.
He was in House of Wax.
I never saw that movie.
Oh my God, it was so good. I like the original,
really
but...
sure about that?
It was. It was good.
I never saw that movie on purpose.
Why?
Because Paris Hilton was in it. I've only watched one movie with her in it, and it was because it was a crazy-ass musical, and I loved it.
You don't like her?
No.
You know there's something horrible about me. First reality show I've ever watched was A Simple Life, and I wanted to be her and Nicole's best friend so fucking bad.
I love Nicole Richie.
I love that. It's the stupidest fucking show I've ever seen in my life. Paris Hilton was so fucking funny to me. Not funnier than Nicole Richie, of course.
Speaking of reality shows, you don't watch Big Brother at all, do you?
I don't watch the regular one, but I'm going to watch the celebrity one.
Oh my God, you have to watch the regular. It's weird. They have, like, this season, they have Sid Vicious's son. He's actually was on Big Brother before, and now he's on this season, too. But Sid Vicious's son is on Big Brother. Last season, I don't know if you know who he was on NXT. He wasn't on like NXT TV, but he was signed with NXT. This dude, his name's Austin Madelson. He went by Judas. He was on last year, and then he was the one that wrote the letter about like Bill DeMott being abusive and stuff.
No, I heard about the letter, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's the one that did that. And then this dude, Mr. Pectacular from TNA, he was on there too, like a couple of seasons.
I've never watched I watched one season of Big Brother, the one with Ariana Grande's brother on it.
Oh, I hate him.
Why?
He's fucking awful. Why do you like all the people I hate and you hate all the people I like?
Why? How?
He's gross.
How? What did he do?
I just never liked him.
I didn't finish the whole season, but he seemed nice.
I didn't think that. He was awful.
His voice was a little annoying, but his sister's is too, so...
Have you seen that music video for Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande?
Not in its entirety.
She's trying to look sexy, but she looks like she's like 13.
She looks like a damn child. She has that AJ Lee thing where she looks like she's fucking 13.
It's not. It looks like... I felt like watching that video that the cops are going to come in any minute and like arrest me for child porn. Like, that's what it felt like. It's so awkward to watch her try to be sexy.
Oh my God. You know what's really awkward? You know she's going to be doing a tribute to Whitney Houston.
Really, bitch?
I don't know. I love Whitney. I don't feel like that's somebody people should just do. If anybody she should tribute, it should be like Mariah Carey. You know, somebody with a high octave, since that's kind of her thing. That's frightening. Oh God, Rebby Sky is a bitch.
I told you, she's a fucking...
I'm looking at her tweet. She's on here talking shit today. Why is it so hard for people to worry about their own family and not concern themselves with what's wrong with others? Who the fuck asked you? Bitches running around with no kids of their own, but somehow in the position to say what is and isn't right for family. Fuck out of here. You are no... Damn, she came for SoCal Val.
What? When did this happen?
Today. Because some people apparently have something to say about them putting their son... Oh, hold on. Okay, listen. Rebby Sky responds harshly to SoCal Val's Maxwell final deletion comments. Rebby Sky, talent wife of Matt Hardy, spoke out of SoCal Val's opinion of Hardy's son being included into the violent deletion. She added her and she said, "You are in no in all caps position to publicly judge our decisions as a family, as if you're some sort of moral authority," at SoCal Valerie. "The day some childish strangers' opinions on what's best for our child are worth a fuck is the day I give one, acting like you know us. Finger sign emoji, crooked face emoji. I could not imagine coming after a family's personal decisions regarding their child. The fuck is wrong with you, SoCal Val? Who asked you?" And she keeps adding her. She's a real bitch apparently, though. "Blows my mind that some broad talking shit in the name of honesty could ever think she's more concerned for my baby's well-being than I. Out here trying to convince people we're doing something inappropriate. But yeah, just your opinion, right? Fuck you. Anyone else concerned with how we live, work, travel as a family, check my interview with @Vince Russo. No one is more protected than our baby. Something I always praise TNA for till the day I fucking die. Dixie and everyone has been supportive and protective of having our family there." Okay. Yeah.
The bitch is always running. And you know what? I kind of agree with SoCal Val. I think it's really tacky to have a baby all over fucking TV. That's just, like, weird. I mean, do you, boo-boo, but it's still weird to talk to me.
I think it shows how desperate she is. I mean, well, not she is. They are for, you know, the storyline thing to work.
She wants to be relevant so bad.
I don't know. That's just I don't know. I feel like I talk a lot of shit on the internet, but I'm like 19. And I'm not on TV. Even though nobody watches TNA, I feel like you should conduct yourself as if people do watch. That makes people not want to do bad, like, business with you. You know, it's like, I definitely see if the WWE ever gets interested, them calling Jeff and not Matt, just because you have a trashy ass wife like that.
Not just that, but Matt Hardy is forever talking shit. Like, he went on a big rant about NXT being subpar a while back.
He said that it was what?
Basically called it, like, not in those exact words, but pretty much was talking about how, like, subpar NXT is and how, like, TNA is better and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, in what fucking universe?
Why are you guys main stars coming over then if it's better?
Exactly.
Anytime that TNA has Matt Hardy as world champion, bitch, they should just go out of business. Just period. I don't know. Like, I'm just ready for EC3 and Bobby Lashley to come on over so we can shut that company down. I'm such a WWE fan, I just said we. But, yeah, they're pretty fucking horrible. I don't think that there's anything that could possibly ever revive TNA.
Nope, and I honestly don't see Matt Hardy ever going back to WWE. Like, I think if they offered him the right amount of money, he would, but
I don't think they want him.
That's the thing. I think he would go back in a heartbeat if they offered him the right amount of money, but I don't think they want him.
Like, what, for what?
Especially if fucking Rebby Sky is part of it, and the baby is part of a package deal. I mean, this is my thing. Like, if your kid is old enough to make their own decision to be on television, that's fine. But you're dragging your kid's ass on TV. I think that's tacky as fuck.
I mean, I got where she was coming from. Like, it's their baby, it's their decision. I wonder what made SoCal Val publicly, you know, on Twitter, you know, address her feeling on that. Like,
some of these girls just really want to be relevant so bad.
I don't know.
That's the true tea to it. I'm sorry. They want relevancy, and that's how they're going to get it.
Like, I don't agree with SoCal Val.
Sky, that's what she lives for.
I don't agree with SoCal Val, you know, saying that on the internet like that, but I also don't agree with how she, you know, responded back to her, like, all the fuck yous and bitches. It's just...
That's how Rebby Sky talks to people. She's completely classless.
Yeah, like, I'm a ratchet bitch, too. I get hosts together, too, when they come for me. But goddamn, I'm not on a platform.
Exactly, that's the thing. When you're on a platform, like, you gotta have a little bit of class. That's the problem with TNA. Is they're not fucking police like WWE. They do whatever the fuck they want.
God, I don't even have a problem with it sometimes.
Dixie Carter needs to fucking put a muzzle on some of those bitches.
I just think that they need...
Namely the Hardys.
The Hardys? What does Jeff do? Come on now.
I'm not talking about Jeff. I'm talking about Matt and Rebby.
Oh, yeah, she does count.
The Hardy family. Jeff doesn't say shit. Jeff said multiple times he wants to end his career for WWE.
At WrestleMania specifically, he said.
And I would give my life.
I think that he does keep that in consideration. That's probably why he doesn't talk a lot of shit.
And I'll say, as retarded as that final deletion was, it was entertaining. Like, I was entertained.
It trended. I will say that.
That shit was hilarious. The match itself wasn't terrible, but all the shit before and after was fucking funny.
I have never had a desire to watch them fight, though. No lie.
Me either.
I don't know why they want to make that a thing. That has never been appealing
for
to
nostalgia purposes is all that is. That's it.
Because that shit is just like...
Because anybody to say that Matt Hardy's that much of a draw is fucking crazy.
He's never been. Even in the prime of their career, it was more about fucking Lita's panties than him. As hard as Jeff's shadow was alone, you're dating the most over woman, arguably in history. I don't know.
Would you say that you think that Lita was more over than Trish, though?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, yeah. At that point, yeah. I don't feel like Trish Stratus just... Other people get Trish Stratus over. I feel like Lita was over from the gate.
Kind of makes sense, I guess.
Trish Stratus has a build-up for being over because she was hated when she first got there, pretty much. Lita was over, like, like, to the point where she cheated on her man and made it a thing bitches were actually upset over.
Yeah.
And even with that, she comes back and we forgave her. She's still super over. I don't know. It's just... I wonder why Lita's there, though. Like, now working there. Like, you think
apparently, from what I've heard, she's been helping train people at the Performance Center.
I don't know why. I want her and Corey Graves to fuck.
Corey Graves is married. I mean, not that it makes a difference.
For real?
Graves is married.
I did not know that.
Corey Graves is such a fucking babe. Oh my god.
I think Corey Graves is fine too.
Did I tell you the story when I met Corey Graves?
I don't think so.
So, like, I love Corey Graves. I actually have a Corey Graves trading card in my bathroom. It's on my mirror. It's been there since Access. Because at Access, they gave away, like, a little NXT bag. It had, like, a poster. It had, like, these, like, awesome-ass, like, Topps trading cards. And I had, like, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, Emma, and Corey Graves. Mm-hmm. And Baron Corbin, who I actually really liked at the time.
What the fuck
so, like, I go to meet him. I didn't take pictures with anybody, really. I took pictures with Lana and Rusev, because it's fucking Lana. And I took a picture with Corey Graves. And I wasn't going to take a picture with Corey Graves. I just wanted him to autograph and to say hi. And I told him, like, I'm such a big fan. Like, I wanted to come to this session of Access, like, specifically to meet you because I think you're fucking great. So I go to leave, and he's like, you're not going to take a picture with me or give me a hug? And I literally almost melted.
Oh, you did tell me this, actually.
Like, he gave me a big old hug, and I couldn't even breathe. I don't stand too hard. Like, I don't typically stand. Like, there are people just like me, so I don't stand too much. But I legitimately stand so hard for Corey Graves. He's so fucking delicious. The only people I stand really hard for are the Bellas, Corey Graves, and Soraya Knight. And I'm going to see Soraya Knight in, like, 2 days, and I don't know what to do with myself. I have no idea, like, how to even deal with this information. I'm still trying to process the fact that I'm going to be in the same room with Soraya Knight.
How do you like her so much?
Because she's fucking amazing. I've been following that family for years, and they're all fucking incredible.
I've never really known anything about them until I, saw Paige, of course.
Do your research.
But, I don't really follow, like,
so
indies
amazingly
anyway,
talented, and, like, I'm going to get my whole life. If I don't, like, ever show up again after Saturday, it's because I dropped. Because I'm, like, literally going to get my entire life.
I wonder how
I don't even know how I'm going to do.
I wonder how come they never brought her into an angle, though, with Paige.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that would have been cool, like, with the whole Charlotte and her thing, where they were bringing up family and being really petty and classy.
Oh, I would have literally died. I would have died. My whole life would have been made forever.
You really live for her, like...
I live for her.
Oh.
And I don't stand... I've met, like, everybody, and it's just, like, whatever. I met this person. I gave him a hug. I got an autograph, took a picture, called it a day. Like, it's cool. But, like, with her, it's just, like...
But, like, what made her so admirable to you? Like,
I think Corey Graves is so good in the ring and so had such good, like, charisma and presence. And then when he got hurt, I was just so upset. And when they gave him a job on commentary, I was even more happy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to ask. What did he hurt?
Commentary gives me my life.
What did he hurt? Because I don't remember this. Because I wasn't heavily into NXT at this time.
It was something about too many concussions, apparently.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm just glad they saw something in him and kept him around.
saw how fucking fine he was. He's gonna be the Raw commentator
God, he's
now.
fine. Jesus.
He's gonna be Raw's commentator with Michael Cole's bitch ass. Ugh.
What are they gonna do with fucking Lawler?
Lawler has a new position. He's not on though anymore. He's not commentating anymore, thankfully. No shade.
What is he gonna do? Pre-shows with Booker T?
And Lita, yeah. I'm
I'm
mad
okay
at
with
it.
Lita. I'm okay with Lita on pre-shows.
I just always question, like, why is Lita doing this?
They have these things. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're called bills.
What kind of fucking bills could Lita possibly have, though?
She's still a human being, has like rent and shit. Like, she's got bills.
I mean, I'm sure that Lita does not need this money. I look at Lita like, damn, you don't have any kids, you don't have no man. Like, what do you do?
Everybody needs money.
I know that, but I just look at everybody who, you know, from her generation, nobody's really there except her. And it made me wonder, like, is Lita broke? Like, is she fucking bored? Because I was watching her, Unfiltered, and this bitch doesn't really need that much money. This is before she was, like, permanently with them again. She was going to Spain and shit, taking trips out of the country, just living. Like, why? Did you miss wrestling? I want her to talk about this.
I mean, she obviously has a good relationship with the company.
She does, and I don't want her to
why
ruin
not?
that.
I mean, I think she's great on these like pre-shows and stuff. She was great during the draft. She knows her stuff. She's very knowledgeable. She's working with a lot of these people down in NXT, so she's got knowledge on that too. I mean,
yeah, I appreciate her presence. Don't get me wrong. I just want to know, like, what made her, you know, like, what happened? You know, like, I miss wrestling. I need to be around it. Like, how did this come about? Who approached who? I did think it was weird how they chose her to present the new belt. I thought that would be something they would call Trish for. No complaints. But you know how they put Trish over when they talk about, you know, the women in history and shit. They love to have Trish Stratus do these over-dramatic ass speeches on Twitter when there's a women's title match going on. Like, just remember you got this and hang in there. And what would Fabulous Moolah do? It's just like, girl, shut the fuck up.
But Fabulous Moolah would probably screw somebody over.
Chain you to a bed and take all your fucking funds. Oh, speaking of Trish, though, she does have something going on the network coming up in this month or next month.
Oh, really?
Addressing the Divas Revolution. Yes, ma'am. She's hosting it.
Nice.
She put the spoilers up, and I was fucking melting. It's been there for like a month and a half now, so they need to hurry the fuck up. But you know they're about to debut a bunch of new shows, though. They have this new show that's kind of like, it's really cool, but it's really marky. Like, okay, say if you have like a Hulk Hogan poster from the 70s, right? And it's the only one available. WWE is going to come to your house and see how much they could, you know, pay you for it.
So they're doing like one of those like shows like Storage Wars and like
yes.
Pawn Stars.
They're doing stuff like that. They have a game show coming up.
I just need the fucking Steve Blackman Bounty Hunter reality show to be a thing. Because Steve Blackman still gives me my life.
Do you watch Austin's podcast? Are you over that?
Of course I watch Austin. I watch and listen to everything Stone Cold Steve Austin does. He's fucking my favorite wrestler of all time.
All time?
All time.
All time.
All time.
All time.
Loved him.
So were you pissed off when they were accusing him of killing Roddy Piper?
What?
When last year, you know, when Roddy Piper died, he had this big thing with Steve Austin.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy about it.
And allegedly...
Because I love Piper. Love Piper, but I'm still...
They're like saying allegedly that Steve Austin had called McMahon and had him cancel Piper's something, I don't know, and...
Yeah, that's what I heard, but I'm
had
still...
Had a heart attack or some shit like that. I don't know.
I love Roddy Piper, but I'm still an Austin stan forever.
I like Roddy Piper. I like him a lot.
I was a huge fan. I took his death really hard. I love him still. I still love to go watch his matches.
I think he was fine too, even upon his death. By the way,
one of the best heels of my lifetime.
You like him, but not Ric Flair, though.
Yes.
Oh, why? That's so
don't
weird
like
to
Ric
me.
Flair. I never liked him.
In any way.
Any
Evolution.
way whatsoever.
Like, Evolution.
Nope. I never liked Evolution. No.
I didn't really care for him, but I like Ric Flair. Like, not even with Charlotte.
Oh, God, no. I hated that shit.
I got used to it.
How much did I bitch about that shit? Oh,
You did, now that I think about it.
It made Charlotte look awful.
I prefer him over Dana Brooke, though.
Well, I prefer, like, anything. I would prefer a fucking Jigglypuff being fucking Charlotte's protege over Dana fucking Brooke, okay? Fucking Pikachu could go out there and work a match with Sasha Banks, and I'd rather. That actually would be really entertaining, come to think of it.
They had Drew McIntyre fighting the goddamn blow-up doll. SmackDown.
I miss him.
I don't. I think that he's good where he's at. He's at the peak of his fucking career, and I'm happy that he's being utilized.
He's good where he's at, but I really miss him.
I wonder why they do people like that. That's sad, because he's really a big thing now. And it's amazing that they did him the way that they did. But that's the WWE.
We've been recording for a really long time. We've just been talking. Talking. This is what we always did, though.
This is what I think people like it for some reason. It's so unorganized, but it's so fucking interesting.
It's better when it's unorganized.
It is,
I like
because
just
it comes
having
off genuine.
About wrestling.
Because it's not just about wrestling, it's about the world. I wonder what Justin Gabriel is.
He was so fine and so creepy at the same time.
You think it was creepy?
I don't know. It was the whole thing on Total Divas with JoJo was really weird.
What was that about? I didn't watch them then. I still don't watch them.
It was weird. Like, JoJo had a thing for Justin Gabriel, and, like, they kissed, and then, like, they went on a date, and she talked about her bunnies. It was really weird.
She has bunnies?
It was really weird. But, yeah. You know I love Total Divas, so.
She, isn't she, like, married to some guy now or some shit?
I don't think so.
I don't know if they're married, but they've been dating since 2013 from what I read.
I don't know. All I remember, she was dating this little, I think his name was Brandon, when she was first on Total Divas, and they looked like they were like 12-year-olds. It was weird.
Why did she stop training?
I don't know. Well, she's doing her little backstage stuff, which is cool for her, I guess. And she's a pretty good ring announcer.
She's decent, but I look at it like this. Why couldn't they have Eva Marie announcing and have this bitch out there?
Have you ever heard Eva Marie talk on a microphone?
I mean, they could have molded
Why the fuck would they ever let that bitch ring announce?
I feel like if they put as much time as into her,
I can't talk for shit.
If they put as much time into her wrestling as they did announcing, they could have something great.
Like, JoJo wasn't a bad wrestler either.
That's what I was getting to. That's why I said
what
it.
They're doing, and I'm okay with.
She was better than Eva Marie in the ring.
I'm okay with what she's doing. I think she's doing a good job.
I don't mind. I just hate her fucking hair.
Who is this other chick on NXT doing their backstage interviews? She did all the interviews with them after they got drafted. I don't know who the fuck she is.
I don't know who the fuck she is, but she's always on Snapchat taking over, bitch. I don't know her name.
I just love Kathy Kelly.
Who? That sounds familiar.
She was one of the hosts of like the AfterBuzz after shows, and I loved those shows. I always watched
I know I know who that is.
And then she got signed with WWE doing like interviewing and stuff. She's always on NXT doing interviewing, and she's great. She was a little shaky when she first started, but I think it was just being nervous. But she does such a good job. She's great. I love her.
I don't know. I just feel like they need to have me come in there and fire a bunch of bitches. I don't have any authority at all. I have no relation to this company, but I would love to fire Eva Marie.
So is there anything like coming up in wrestling that you're looking forward to, that you're excited about?
I'm ready for the women's title to change hands whenever that happens.
Oh, me too.
I don't dislike Charlotte, but this shit is really fucking boring. I'm so sick of these extensive ass title reigns. And this tag team match is just prolonging this bitch's reign. And it's really annoying. It's enough that she's already the first women's champion. Okay, fine. But goddamn, can we change hands? At least twice before the year ends. God damn it.
I honestly think they were waiting for Sasha to come back. And they can't just like have Sasha come back from injury and just immediately throw the title on her.
Why not?
They're saving this for SummerSlam. They're saving this for SummerSlam, and that's fair.
We wouldn't complain if they just threw the belt on her. I'm not even marking for her. I'm just, this shit is so fucking boring. I was kind of mad because I wanted them to give it to Natalya at least once and have Charlotte win it back. So Natalya could at least have some type of something behind her name.
Unappreciated.
unappreciated, underrated.
I am living for heel Natalya, though. I'll say that much.
I would be if I felt like she was going to get something out of it. I feel like she's just going to be pissed off. I know Becky Lynch is going to go over her. It's just, why?
I love Becky Lynch, so it's like I'm torn because I love Becky so much, and I feel like Becky's been, like, completely shit on.
She has, and she's in a very tough position.
A lot of people disagree, but I think that Becky Lynch is the most talented out of those three women. Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky. I think Becky's the most talented, and the one I enjoy watching the most, and I feel like she's gotten the least out of the whole situation.
She
and I
scares
knew that was going to happen, too. When I saw that all three of them were called up, I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I'm disappointed, but I knew.
She is very, very talented. I can't say most, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
She will be the star of SmackDown, I guarantee you, though. Her,
you know
her and Alexa Bliss are going to be the top girls on SmackDown. I'm calling it now. So when it happens, everybody knows that Jen said it first.
You know who I want to be a star, though? I don't know if they're going to do it. I know she has the potential to be one. Naomi.
I'm not the biggest Naomi fan, but she's good.
You don't like Naomi?
Not really.
Why?
I just don't. I mean, I don't hate her. I don't think she's great. I don't think she's bad. It's not a big stan or anything. Like, I wouldn't buy a t-shirt or really cheer for her.
Why?
I'm just not a fan. I mean, I can't explain it.
I fucking love her. I hate her gimmicks, and I hate how ghetto they make her. But I think that Naomi's really fucking talented. It has the potential to be
I hated when she used to wear that fucking red bandana gear like she just came from a fucking gang meeting. It was just too much.
I love it. I love how ratchet this bitch is. It's contradictory. I don't like to hear her talk ghetto, but I like her bandana gear. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She needs some like mic work though, because I'm not here for her on the mic at all.
Well, I think that all of them need mic work.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of the girls in NXT are better on the mic, except for Nia Jax.
Carmella is horrible to me.
I love Carmella. Don't shit on Carmella.
I can't lie to you.
Alexa Bliss slays though.
Alexa Bliss is better than all of them. Period. Sorry. Period.
Alexa Bliss gives me like so much like heel Trish Stratus tease. I can't talk today. Fuck.
Everybody says that, but I don't know. I think which heel Trish Stratus? Are we talking about early Trish Stratus or when she's cutting vicious ass promos on Christy Hemme Trish Stratus?
I don't know. I think a little mixture of both, maybe a little bit of both. Throw it in
I don't give a fuck when nobody says it. I still get chills when Lita returns. You know, when Christy challenges her to WrestleMania, Trish Stratus is like, "What makes you think that you can beat me, the greatest women's champion of all time?" And then she's like, "Someone's been training me," and Lita's music hits after the knee injury, and everybody just goes fucking ballistic.
So good.
Oh, when wrestling was everything. But I do believe that Becky Lynch is Becky Lynch, Lord. Alexa Bliss is like the best as far as the mic work goes right now. Even better than Charlotte's yelling ass. Sorry, not sorry.
I hate that. Remember back like in like the 2000s when Stephanie was younger and they had like the McMahon Helmsley faction and all that? That bitch always yelled.
When she yells for a reaction.
All she did was yell every time you gave her a fucking microphone.
Charlotte does this thing though.
Scream. It drove me fucking crazy.
Where she yells, and she only yells when she wants you to boo. It's like, damn, we're gonna react. We get it. You're a bitch. We don't like you. It's fine. We're gonna boo you.
Stephanie McMahon has forever given me my whole life. I love her.
I have never liked Stephanie McMahon.
You are crazy. That bitch is everything.
I've never liked Stephanie McMahon.
You're nuts.
I'm not. I just don't like her. And it's not because of her work. If I tell you why, you're going to be like, oh, you're superficial.
Go ahead.
Her titties bother me, Jennifer. I'm sorry.
Her titties bother me, too.
Her titties, they make me cringe. And her hair has always been ugly to me.
Like, I don't have any room to talk about saggy boobs. Because I got big boobs and I've had a child. So gravity
But see,
is not
yours are real. She has big, fake, ridiculous
Remember when she got the boob job? And there's like this picture. Remember when she was on commentary and she had that, like, light blue halter top?
Is it like a violet halter top or light blue?
It's like light blue or like baby blue or violet or something.
Okay, yeah, it's like I think it's like a soft purple. I know what you're talking about. Well, her titties are just huge, and she wears that leather cap to the back. It's just like, Stephanie.
Yes, boob jobs are not supposed to look like that. I remember like a while back, she did some photo shoot where she was all oiled up and like she was working out, and her boobs were like a foot apart.
It's like somebody started a paragraph and indented twice in between this bitch's titties.
Like, you could literally, like, drive a car through her boobs.
I hate her breasts, and I've always hated them. And then and I don't think she's ugly at all. It's like she always does stuff that messes her up. Like, that mid-2000s thing where she had that horrible blonde hair.
I love the blonde hair. I don't give a fuck.
I hated those ugly-ass curls, those Susie May-ass curls she used to have.
I love
with those
Stephanie.
bad bangs.
I love every incarnation of Stephanie McMahon.
The only time I've ever liked Stephanie, no lie, is the I'm all grown up Stephanie. But even then, when she opposed my bitch Sable, I was like, no.
Can I just say Stephanie has the best entrance themes? I swear to God.
She does now. I will give her that.
Her shit is straight up bops. I play that shit in the car.
The same person sings them all the time. It's always Jackie O.
Yeah. And, like, they are the best. Did you hear them? Somebody posted in the Facebook group the other day, somebody mashed up All Grown Up in Queendom. It was fucking everything.
Oh, how did they go? I want to hear.
It was really good. It's in the Ladies of the Squared Circle Facebook group, shameless plug. And, yeah, it was really good. It was
her
really
themes
good. I've been
are
waiting for that my whole life, and I'm so happy. Because those songs were so good. I know every word to both songs, and I play them in the car when I drive, and I sing them.
I know every word to All Grown Up. Not the Queendom.
I always wish that, like, in life we could have, like, entrance music when we walk in and shit. Like, I want, like, Welcome to the Queendom to play when I walk in the door at work. I want the door to open and all you hear is Style and Grace. I'm never gonna... Yeah,
you know my favorite theme song is always gonna be Tori Wilson's I Need a Little Space. You know the
No. I never liked Tori Wilson.
I didn't like her, but her theme song was so sexy. I'm sorry.
Trish Stratus' music fucking was everything too. Fucking Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim is my spirit animal, so you know that shit was bumping. Especially with the laugh. I don't care what y'all say.
It is my dream for her just to appear one day so I can just hear that fucking laugh in the beginning and scream and get my life.
You didn't like Candace's?
No.
I didn't like her, but I liked her theme.
So we've had this discussion. No, not you. It's me and Kyle, I think, have had that discussion about how much I hate Candace Michelle.
I don't like Candace Michelle either. So
I don't like most of the women during that time period.
I don't like useless sex symbols, and they give them belts. I have problems with that.
That was a time period in women that I just did not enjoy.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Melina was my bitch. I'm not even going to lie to you.
It's okay, but I just wasn't a big fan.
I was very into her. I was into Mickie James. My favorite years
of wrestling were like 2000 to like 2002. That was my time in wrestling that I loved.
Triple H is my time.
Trish, Lita, fucking Jacqueline, Ivory, and Right to Censor and shit. China.
You didn't like Jazz?
I like Jazz.
I like Jazz. Jazz is a one-trick pony. Very one-dimensional character, but I loved it.
Jazz lives like 3 hours for me.
Jazz, girl, is suing the company for brain damage, apparently.
She's one of the ones on that list?
Yeah.
Damn.
I wonder how they got together and decided to do that shit.
She's like a corrections officer or something in Lafayette, which is like 3 hours for me.
Oh, really? She's doing that?
Yeah.
I'm
apparently Facebook friends with her. So I don't know how. I don't know how that happened, but I'm apparently on Facebook.
I would love to get in trouble and be like, oh my God, Jazz.
I would die.
Jazz, that's you.
That would be even more awkward than the time I got arrested, and one of the cops was a guy that I slept with once.
Really? How did that go?
I was in jail. He wasn't the one that arrested me.
Wait, pause. You've been arrested?
We're not going to talk about that, but I was at this jail, and one of the cops that was bringing somebody else in, like about a week after I was in jail for a minute, and it was like, this was like a little, like, this is before I went to like the big jail, like this was like a little smaller jail, like a little like small town jail. It was like 4 cells, 1 for women and 3 for men. It was real small. And one of the cops, I'm on my top bunk and I'm just hanging out, and they're bringing this crazy crackhead bitch in, like they're tasing halfway down the fucking row. And I look up and it's this guy that I slept with once, and he was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, "Long time no see," and he's like, "When's the last time we saw each other?" And I was like, and I kind of leaned over. I'm like, "We had sex." And he was like, "Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?" He's like, "That was fun." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "It was good seeing you." I'm like, "Good seeing you too."
Yeah, can you get me the fuck out of here?
It's the most awkward ass shit ever.
She would hate if she was my officer. Like, if she ever got wrong with me, I would be like, "That's my Trish beat you in WrestleMania 19, bitch."
That would be everything. Oh my God.
Like, that's my Victoria pinned you, ho. Like, I would go off on shit.
The only random, like, thing I've ever had with a wrestler is a few years back, I was kind of in between jobs. So, like, I picked up a little job at McDonald's just so I would not be unemployed between jobs. Mm-hmm. Like, I needed some money coming in, so I'm like, shit, I can do this while I wait for this other job, this new place they were opening to start. I'll just do this kind of in the middle. and I'm in the drive-thru, and like this guy comes in. I was working the overnight, so I always work the drive-thru, and like this guy ordered some kind of coffee. Our coffee machine was down as usual, so he ordered a hot chocolate instead. And I take his money, and I recognize the guy, and I can't think of who the fuck it was. And then after he leaves, I realize it was fucking Matt Hardy.
Ugh.
So I get on Twitter, and this is before he really started acting a fucking fool. Like, he was still, this was like a few years ago, he was still fucking cool as shit. So I tweet him, and I'm like, hey, did you stop at a McDonald's, like, to get a coffee? And he was like, yeah, but your coffee machine was down, and I got hot chocolate instead. And I was like, oh my god, I totally took your money. It's like, you should have said hello, and I didn't want to say, I didn't know who the fuck you were till you left. That would have been shady as fuck.
You know, but I live in Memphis, right? Okay. I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. This is like my first job, I want to say. Yeah, it was actually. I only stayed for like 2 weeks, actually. I got flashed during the drive-thru, like this man put his dick out on me, or whatever. Anyway, I met K. Michelle like that. I didn't tweet her, though. I had like flagged her down. I had ran over the counter, and I was so good. I was like, oh my fucking god, bitch. I got on Instagram and started recording.
You're a fucking mess.
And it turns out she lives around the corner, actually. Well, she has a house around the corner. She knows somebody. The bitch lives by me. But she does when she lives here. Let me say that. Yeah, I'm ratchet.
You know who lives in my town that I see all the fucking time?
Who?
Fucking Juvenile.
Really?
Who, by the way, I love.
I wouldn't be able to talk to him.
My favorite rap album ever.
Like, representing for the 992.
2000.
Did you see Trump's wife?
Yes. Yes, let's talk about that, because we've talked for 4 hours. Let's talk about this now, okay? This shit will never not. It's just like the week of like amazing shit. You got fucking Kardashian drama. You got fucking Kat Von D and Jeffree Star's racist ass going at it on the internet.
I fucking hate him. He is so mean. Awful.
I mean, Kat Von D is not really much better, but I mean,
I've never really heard bad shit about that.
Then you get fucking Melania Trump's plagiarizing ass. And the memes that came out of this were pure gold. The internet blessed me with a gift. And I'm thankful for the internet this week because it kept me sane and made me happy.
That shit is hilarious. I'm trying to think of the funniest one for me personally. Hold on. Because I saved this shit to my phone.
I have so many. I posted so many.
I posted this one.
Fucking Rachel Dolezal with Game of My Life. Because that fucking white ass, wannabe black ass bitch. That bitch is still steady talking about like how she's fucking black and she got exposed like how a year ago, and that bitch is still steady trying to be black.
Oh, another great thing that happened. Roman got cleared. He's off suspension.
I'm so happy. I love Roman.
And it turned out that it was only Adderall, and I also take it to keep up for fucking final exams. Not heavily. I don't get high though. I'm happy for him, and I'm happy that it was not steroids.
Oh, I love him so much.
I want this to get better for him. Period.
Y'all can hate on Roman Reigns all you want. He's the shit.
I don't know, like, I don't get how anybody can hate on anybody who just wants to buy their fucking family a house. Like, he's a regular ass person from what I gather.
Because the IWC are fucking idiots.
I don't. It's like they're mad at him for shit he has no control over either, though. Like, I could get if he had, like, pull around the company. I don't even think he has pull. He's just being molded to be this new thing, and it really upsets me. And I was thinking if they could turn him heel by making him beat the shit out of Dean Ambrose or something, but they've split them up. So I'm like, what are they gonna do? I don't know. But I hope it gets better. And I wonder if he's gonna win that belt back Sunday. What do you think?
I don't know. I loved him as champion. He looks so sexy with that belt.
He looks sexy, period, girl. Period. You know what I was thinking though? You know what I want to happen? I want somehow the SmackDown ends up with no belts and they have to rebuild it. I want that to be a storyline.
I'd be okay with that.
Like, and then Shane McMahon is like, we don't have anything, and then they just create some type of tournament or something for the next pay-per-view. Because you know they're gonna have split pay-per-views eventually. Just to where they have to crown new champions, maybe at SummerSlam. That would be so dope. Women included, but I don't know what the fuck they would call that belt. The Women's Welterweight Championship.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, like, to all the stuff coming up in wrestling. I'm looking forward to this fucking, like, I'm loving the Cruiserweight Classic. I'm looking forward to the conclusion of that. I'm looking forward to the Cruiserweight stuff on Raw, which is going to be pretty good.
I hope. Like, as for right now, they don't really have anybody with Neville and Balor, though. And
I know.
Balor isn't even confirmed to be a part of it, but he might as well because he's so goddamn small.
All these vanilla midgets.
Shit, Seth Rollins is the goddamn Cruiserweight, too.
And then I've got NXT coming up in a few weeks. I'm so excited. Can't wait.
And Battleground is in 2 days. 3 days, 2 days, 3 days.
I have Wildcat Saturday night, which is going to be great. I've talked about Wildcat before. I just love them. So much better quality than WWE, like, on the real. And they have some of the hardest working people that I've seen in wrestling going to that school and putting in work there, and I just love those guys. So I'm excited. And then Sunday's Battleground, and then August 6th is NXT in New Orleans, and I'm super excited. I've never been to a live NXT show. I saw NXT live at Access, which is really cool. But I've never been to, like, an NXT show. This is huge for me. I've been wanting this for a long time, so I'm very excited.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of NXT, are you going to get 2K17, the NXT edition?
Bitch, that shit's expensive. I got bills. I don't even like those games. They're fucking hard. I can't play them for shit. I'm not good with video games. Like, I play, like, some racing games, and I play, like, RPGs and shit, but I don't do well with
Your
it.
reaction is just hilarious.
I got bills. Like, that shit's expensive. Mason just put $5 down on this Battlefield 1 game, and, like, the special edition is going to be, like, $80-something. That is ridiculous. Shit. Like, the fact that you have to practically sell a kidney to get a fucking video game is stupid. I remember, I'm going to age myself here, but I remember when I was a kid and I had, like, a Super Nintendo, and them games were, like, $25.
Really?
Yes. That shit was cheap as fuck. Now, the fucking PS4 was, like, well, the PS4 that I bought, it came with Black Ops 3, and it was like $380.
Oh, that was
for one
cheap,
controller,
actually.
Black Ops 3, a rinky-dink ass headset, and the system.
Why I gotta be rinky-dink, though?
The fucking controllers are like fucking like $70-something a piece.
Yeah, they are. They're really expensive.
I got one. I don't know if they have those. This is like a Southern thing. They have this thing called like Dirt Cheap.
Yes, we have a Dirt Cheap. I live in Memphis, Jen. God. Like.
Oh yeah, I forget you're not that far. But I found a brand new like PS4 controller, like still in the wrapper. I got it for like $30.
I'm banned from Dirt Cheap up the street. Actually,
how did you get banned from Dirt Cheap? What did you do?
Because I have a gun for a tongue, and I say a lot of reckless shit on accident.
They just opened it. They have a Dirt Cheap in Picayune, Mississippi, which is like 15 minutes from here, but they just opened one like 5 minutes from my house too. So I go there all the time.
You're that close to Mississippi too? God.
I'm like right next to Mississippi.
What part of Mississippi?
Like, I'm right in the middle. I'm in a good spot. I mean, my town is kind of stupid, but I'm in a good spot.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm banned from Sky Zone too, actually.
I got banned from a bar just because this dude I was seeing at the time, like, who was also seeing somebody else. I went over there and I didn't know she was there, and we had a big old fight.
Let me see how far.
The owners they banned me from. I've actually been banned from 2 places because of that fucking crazy bitch.
Well, the only reason I'm banned from Sky Zone is because my friend was dating this guy, and they ended up fighting, and it was just really fucking terrible. And I was just there in the car waiting. Oh, how far are you from me? Let's see.
I want to say it's like 6 hours, maybe. I haven't been in Memphis in a really long time. All I remember about Memphis was there was like a really cool ass children's museum.
Oh my god, the children's museum is not fucking cool.
It was cool. I was like 12, and it was really cool. Okay.
Oh my god, the children's museum has been around that long.
We went to Memphis because we had vehicle trouble. We had taken a trip to Gatlinburg and stuff, and then on the way back, the transmission in our van went out.
Oh, you're only 5 hours away from me.
We were in Memphis for a couple days, and so we went to the children's museum because we had time we had to kill while they were repairing shit. So we had to find something to do in Memphis, and so we went to the children's museum, and I had a blast. I just remember that.
Memphis was probably still a good place back then, though. Like, we don't have shit anymore. It's just
nowhere's
crime.
a good place anymore.
Not like this. This place is like hell.
Anytime I think of Memphis, all I think about are like Jerry Lawler and 3 6 Mafia.
Jerry Lawler,
Elvis, and 3 6 Mafia.
Jerry Lawler's fucking house is around the corner from me. His fucking girlfriend works at Whole Foods. I want to give that bitch a piece of my mind.
That's hilarious that Jerry Lawler's girlfriend works at Whole Foods.
Like,
works at Whole Paycheck.
I want to go curse her out so bad. Like, oh, you wanted to fuck up his career? That's why you're bagging pomegranates, bitch. I just don't like her.
Jerry Lawler's a piece of shit, though.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
He's so nice every time.
When you're kind of young, the fucking sex scandal where he supposedly, like, got charged, like, statutory rape for fucking, like, a 15-year-old or some shit like that.
You think it was true?
Yeah, I think it was true. Jerry Lawler's creepy as fuck.
I mean, his character does not help that.
He's fucking creepy.
Especially when they have him saying, I might be too old for her, but she's definitely not too old for me.
Like, he oozes creepiness out of his pores. Even when he's just being nice and friendly, he's just creepy. Like, you just feel like you need to take a shower after you talk to the guy.
Maybe it's because he's not
very
gay.
Nice.
I was about to say, he's always so nice to me whenever I see him.
Super nice, but he's just creepy.
When Memphis Wrestling was kind of dying, finally, I had met him. And he was really nice.
He was really, really nice. Like, really nice.
Yeah, he does seem like a freak. He's one of those people.
You know who the nicest is, though?
Who?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I thought you were going to say Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho's actually really nice, too, but, like, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was so nice. He was really cute, flirt with all the really old ladies that were there to meet him at the signing.
You think he's cute?
No, I said he was really cute, like, flirting with all the old
ladies.
I
was like, yeah, he has never been
really
attracted
sweet.
to me. Like, I looked at his
He
throwback
had
pictures.
old-ass ladies that were there to meet him. And it was really sweet. He was, like, kissing hands and just being a sweetheart.
He always grosses me out when he has his tongue out. He looks, like, so slow to me.
I love him, though.
He just looks like, like, what the fuck are you doing?
I love him. I love all the old legends, though.
It bothers me because I saw, like, footage of him, you know, outside the WWF, and he was actually a real ass kicker, basically. I hate how Vince McMahon buys these people and gives them these jokey ass gimmicks. It just ruins them.
The only, like, weird encounter I've ever had with a legend, honestly, it's not even a real encounter. It's like, Mean Gene Okerlund, like, and I are Facebook friends, and he's always poking me all the time.
Really?
The fact that people still poke people bothers me anyway.
How do you do that now?
Somebody who's older than my dad is even weirder.
I love his voice.
I do too.
I like his voice and that guy. The guy who does WrestleMania. What the fuck is his
Howard
name?
Finkel?
Who?
Are you talking about Mean Gene Okerlund or Howard Finkel?
Howard Finkel. I love the way he speaks. No, I know they're two different people. I also like his voice too, though, is what I'm saying.
Howard Finkel was really entertaining on Legends House.
I've never watched it. I was scared
It's so funny.
I figured it would be. I just don't want to see those old ass people making a fool out of themselves like that.
You have to watch.
Beefing over shit that happened when fucking Reagan was in office.
You have to watch the episodes where they were making the commercials. It's the best one.
Is the Iron Sheik on there?
No, it was I'm trying to remember. It was Howard Finkel. I want to say Mean Gene, maybe. I don't remember. Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hillbilly Jim, Tony Atlas, Pat Patterson. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I don't remember. It was super entertaining.
The Iron Sheik talks a lot of shit. You have to hear his shoot interviews. It's
I love the
fucking
Iron
funny.
Sheik. He's fucking hilarious.
He is hilarious. He is so fucking ratchet. Mauro Ranallo is ratchet as hell too, by the way.
Mauro Ranallo constantly like throwing pop culture references.
This shit is so funny, but it's
so funny. He's so entertaining though.
He said some shit on the Cruiserweight Classic. He said some shit on the Cruiserweight Classic last night that really got me. I'm trying to. What the fuck did he say?
He's so good. I love him.
I really like him.
He was the best thing WWE could have done for SmackDown.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to hear him and Corey Graves together.
Oh god, that would have been everything.
They have him with JBL. Ugh.
They needed fucking. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm really gonna miss Tom Phillips and Corey Graves' commentary during Eva Marie matches.
I think that Corey's still gonna do NXT though.
I hope so because that was hilarious.
That kind of bothers me because now that I know that he has a wife and 3 kids, it's like, damn, this man is never at home.
It's kind of the price you pay for that kind of work.
Ugh. That kind of makes me sad, though. I wish it was a way that they just didn't do house shows. And they could just do their once-a-week thing.
Think about how bad it is for somebody like Kevin Owens who lives in fucking Canada.
Oh, that is terrible.
Which, by the way, the interview on the WWE network that he had when he came out during Enzo and Cass was hilarious.
I love how much he loves his wife.
I know, and his kids. He's honestly, in my opinion, he's the best heel in that company right now. But he's such a genuinely good person, and that makes.
Is he a heel?
He is the best heel.
I don't even take him as a heel. He's so damn liked by everybody.
He is literally like my favorite on that roster right now.
Did you see how he came out talking shit to Shane during this draft?
He always comes out talking shit to everybody, and that's what I love. He doesn't give a fuck. His character does not give any fucks about anything, and that's what I love about him.
He came out popping off.
Kevin Owens sitting under that table eating fucking Lay's potato chips during that food fight was everything. Like, he's so good at what he does. He's so talented. He is golden on the fucking mic. And his interaction with Enzo and Cass was hilarious.
I'm so stupid. I want to ask him a question. It's a really dumb question. But I want to ask him, like, how are you fat? No, like, for real. Like, how are you fat? You do a lot of skinny people shit. I've seen you jump a lot. I saw you bust a moonsault. I see you jump off the rope. You're always working out, obviously. You travel. You do this for a living. So how are you fat?
Well, look at people like Mark Henry and Big Show.
That's a good point.
They're fucking huge.
Big Show was always big, but I never really just considered him just fat until, like, after 03. I don't feel like they work out either, by the way.
I'm pretty sure they work out.
I don't think so. I cannot see Mark Henry's fat ass working out. Can you?
Yeah, I've seen like videos and pictures of him working out, lifting weights and shit.
They were probably just for pictures.
I love me some fucking Mark Henry too, by the way. He's fucking everything too.
I was tripping off how Kane picked Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn up at the same damn time for the chokeslam and just left, bitch.
I'm so sick of fucking Kane.
I'm so over Kane. I'm so over Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fighting each other, though. I'm really over for that. Like, because it's like Sami Zayn has no real character. We just know you don't like Kevin Owens, and that's fine.
I have such a thing for Sami Zayn. I think he's so cute.
That goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where I don't think he has good dick.
I swear to God, I bet you his fuck game is on point. I bet you.
He looks like he can eat pussy, though. I will give him that. Anybody with an orange beard looks like they can go the fuck in.
The last person I want eating my pussy is Sheamus.
Ugh, I forgot about him. Ugh, he has a braid beard, though.
He used to date some girl that lived in New Orleans.
Oh.
He was a bartender or something. My friends were always seeing him at the bar that she worked at all the time.
You know who has a woman booty? Eric Rowan.
I know.
I've never noticed that until the other day.
I saw him with I forgot what she looked like, but I saw him with his wife at the hotel they all stayed at for WrestleMania. He's a big ass dude too, like so tall.
Really?
I had to like look up to see him because he's so tall.
He's actually a really good worker too. I've never paid him that much attention.
He's very underrated.
I've never paid him that much attention until like this week. It looks like he had on that jumpsuit thing he wears, but he didn't have on any trunks or anything under it. And it was like a wedgie, and I was like, why is his ass so big? It was like really big. It was bigger than Big E's.
I love Big E.
Is Big E fucking JoJo?
I love Big E so much. He is so funny.
He is. I like the fact that he's really good friends with AJ Lee and does not give a fuck what anybody says. He's always posting pictures with this woman every time they go to Chicago. They are good cuties.
We were like really good friends.
Yeah. You said who?
Exactly.
No, what did you say?
I said him and Caitlyn are really good friends.
Who's that?
Exactly.
No, I know who she is. Why does everybody hate her so much?
Because she was fucking terrible.
She's not the only one, though. It's just like, I don't like her, but I don't even think
that time on Raw where her boob popped out is the most over she was in her entire career.
I don't even remember that happening. It's just like, I don't even care about Caitlyn. I wouldn't even think to shade her. It's just like, who, bitch? Celeste? Fuck Celeste.
Celeste was not good.
Like, fuck Celeste. Celeste could spear a bitch, though. That's the only thing she could do.
That's all she could do, though.
That's the only thing she could do.
There was nothing else she could do but spear.
That was it. She speared the shit out of AJ Lee one time. It
I don't
scared
want
me.
to shit on the girl. I mean, it was her job, but
I mean, I just think she was boring.
I felt really bad for her though, because she did put on a lot of weight. She got a lot of shit for that. And I listening to her her shoot interview after WWE and about how hard it was for her with the weight and how much shit she got for it. Like, I feel bad for her.
I'm happy that she has a nice muscular body now and she seems happy.
Her body now freaks me out.
Yeah, it is pretty
I
weird.
I much preferred Pudgy Celeste over like what's going on now.
The fact that we call her Celeste.
Yes, Celeste.
I never understood why they pushed her like that.
I have no idea.
You know, she had very ugly hair. This is at the time where, you know, it was a thing to be pretty.
And she hated the hair, too. She said that in her shoot interview.
Oh, that wasn't her choice? Okay.
No, she hated it.
Why did they do that to her?
She thought it was like hooker hair. And she was right, it was hooker hair.
Yeah, it was very Velvet Sky-esque.
I will say, every time I think of Velvet Sky, I think about my friend Jack from Demons Art and Bubba Ray Dudley's Twitter feed.
That's so funny to me.
So great. Motherfucker went off on Jack, blocked him, and then like
I'm not done with you.
Blocked him just to talk more shit.
I am not done with you, Jack.
I am not finished. Not finished at all.
I just wish I could have been by him when he was typing this shit up. Like, I feel like he talks a lot of shit when he's typing. Like,
oh yeah,
motherfucking Maserats on some real
don't you
New
dare
York.
Talk about his Queen Velvet Sky.
I don't not like Velvet. I don't know why everybody hates her so much.
She said a lot of really like transphobic, homophobic shit.
I think that most people who do that, they don't understand. You know,
she like face to face apologized to people that I know for it. So like, I mean, I don't hate on her. I just his like hardcore desire to get her into WWE is laughable.
The only way I wanted that to happen is if they would have had Carmella with Enzo and Cass, and they also needed a manager. I don't want her there though.
I don't either.
Yeah, like if they were, you know, doing a 3-on-3 type situation, sure, fine. We're not gonna get the Duchess of Dudleyville, Stacey Keebler, so why not?
But what are the Dudleys really doing right now?
I don't know, but they're employed. They might be doing a lot more now.
I was so excited when they came back, and then I just stopped caring.
Because they kept making them lose. I get that they're over to put over new talent. You know, they're there for that. But they never had them win. They never beat the Usos. They never beat the New Day. And then they just turned heel, and they were really pissed off. And they're still really pissed off. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like they have one more title run in them. And I'm sure they're probably going to get it now. If they, you know, split up the tag division. Hopefully they will. And they get 2 belts, of course. Because you can't have 2 separate shows and be sharing belts. Cough, cough, Charlotte. Still don't understand how that's going to work, but it is okay.
They'll figure it out in time. And
I don't think they will, Jen, but, you know, we're going to pretend. I doubt it. I bet they're like, damn, I hate we deleted the butterfly.
That fucking ugly ass belt. I'm so glad that's gone. That Lisa Frank looking shit. Bye, butterfly belts.
I thought you of all people would like the butterfly belt.
I love me some Lisa Frank, but not on my wrestling.
No, I mean, I just thought that you, just being one of those Bella Twin fans,
that shit was ugly as fuck.
Oh, okay.
It looked cheap, and it's the belt they have now is what they need.
Oh my god, why are they... Oh, okay.
You know, we've been doing this for a really long time. We should probably wrap this up. People are probably really sick of listening to us talk now.
They should enjoy it.
They really should. I haven't done this in a long time.
We gave you a revolution.
Yeah, we used to do these live shows on Mixlr, and they would literally go for like 3 hours.
Oh, wow, you had a Mixlr?
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah, you're really a podcaster.
3 hours. It was so long.
Well, they did ask for this one week. It was like a month ago now. Like, whenever you were asking those crazy-ass questions, they were like, you two should do a show.
We didn't talk about Dick, though, really.
We did not talk about Dick.
We talked about a little bit.
We did, though. We talked
about Sami Zayn.
We talked about Head and who had potential good dick.
Did we talk about my theory that I think Vince McMahon has a huge penis?
No, we did not talk about that.
I really think he does. I really think his dick game is strong.
I feel like he has a huge penis because he bought one. That's the only way I see that working.
I feel like Triple H has a really small dick.
And that's why he treats people the way that he does. I don't know. If I was a police officer, I would have arrested Triple H for murder when China died. Sorry, not sorry. I believe that it's his fault. And I wanted to punch the shit out of Stephanie when she tweeted that shit. Rest in peace, China. Our condolences. That fake ass apology.
That fake ass bitch.
That shit
I love
pissed
Stephanie,
me
but that shit
off.
was fake as fuck.
That shit made me upset. Like, that did me no favor. Because I already don't like her. But it was like, ugh. I would have respected you for not even saying anything, girl.
Does it make me a bad person that every time I see Maurice, I just picture her naked, like, every time?
Well, you can go Google it. She's done Playboy 3 times, actually.
Oh, I know. I've seen it like a million times.
Oh, so she's done Playboy more than
not that
once.
I use it for anything, I'm just saying.
Like, she has no problem getting naked. Now, she was released because she was too sexy, quote unquote. Too sexy.
Too sexy.
How do you respond to that?
Her and her wonky eye.
Doesn't sound like she's too sexy, so you let her go, but y'all are calling her the sexiest of the sexy on commentary. Okay. What's she supposed to?
WWE logic does not exist.
This shit is just so stupid. I want to fight Mark Carrano anyway, so.
Well, that dude is a piece of shit. I've heard stories from people who work for that company. He is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I've never wished death upon many people. But he could drop fucking dead, and I think the division would be much better. Much better.
I've heard so many stories about Mark Carrano. He's garbage.
I wonder how come nobody just doesn't whoop his ass.
You hear my cat? He's like talking.
No, I don't hear your cat. I heard your cat last time we did this though.
Right now he's like he's getting to that age now where like he gets a little sexually excited when there's a female cat outside.
Question. Stupid question. Do cats have dicks?
Do cats what?
Do they have dicks?
Yes, they have dicks. They have those little crayon-looking rockets like dogs have that poke out.
Do they? Ew. I've never seen a cat.
It's really good. Earlier, one of my cats was licking himself, and it was just sticking out for all to see, and I could yell, put his penis away.
And I'm allergic to cats.
I'm pretty sure all my neighbor heard through the wall with me screaming, "Put your penis away!"
Ooh.
Thought something was going on over here.
Ooh. God. Cats creep me out anyway. I didn't know they have hearts like that.
But, like, they have a lot of, like, stray cats around my apartment complex. There's apparently a female one around because all he does is, he already meows a lot anyway, but when she's around, he's just howling and crying all day. Because he wants some of that ass.
Why don't you let him out?
Because no, we don't need any more pregnant-ass cats having babies around here. That's how I got stuck with his ass in the first place.
Oh, he's a baby.
Somebody dropped a box of kittens off at my neighbor's apartment complex, and everybody claimed one, and there was one left, and they were really tiny, like their eyes had just opened. He was all skinny and sickly, and I didn't want to bring him to the shelter because I knew he was just going to get put to sleep. So I'm like, I'll take him and get him healthy and get him all cleaned up and find a home for him. Which sounds like fucking like 10 months ago. His ass is still here. But he's a great cat. He's the sweetest little thing. He just loves me to death. But he drives me crazy. So he just doesn't shut the fuck up. My cats really like to watch wrestling, though. I've trained my animals to watch wrestling. When I turn wrestling on, they all come sit on the couch with me and we all watch wrestling together. It's fucking weird. It's like a family affair. Me and all the fur babies watch wrestling.
I've never had a pet. Ever.
You're missing out. They're really great. They're better than people.
I'm scared of them.
I love pets.
I'm scared of animals. Like, I've always been scared of animals.
Aw.
Yeah.
You're missing out. They're really great to have
scare
around.
me. Oh, the Raw girls are, well, okay, no, never mind.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up? Because it's going on a really long time.
Yeah, it has. I was just looking at...
I'm really tired, and I want to try to get this sent to me and uploaded and everything.
Tonight. Okay, Bernie. All right. So, yeah, we can wrap it up.
So I guess that's it.